right, glorious Friday. Glorious, glorious Friday. We are at the end of the week. We just make sure everything's going through here. Twitch is looking good. OBS is looking good. Everything's looking good. All right, let's just start drying. Let's just start dropping right in. I hope you all had a great Thursday and the rest of your Wednesday, and I'm hoping you're all looking forward to a glorious weekend coming up. Labor Day weekend, if I remember correctly, too. It's time for some Dargonus Fried Eldar. I do believe we left off right as we were about to engage in what I believe is a mini-boss fight. Yes, okay. Alright, let me see what we got. Okay, we've got Witch. We've got Tazara. She's got a Clave, so heavy-duty melee. Another Witch. Cabalite Warrior. 2 more Cabalite Warriors on that side. 3 more Cabalite Warriors on that side. And then we've got some Enthralled Marauders, so just some basic guys. Cabalite Brawl Master. Okay. Nothing up there from the looks of it, as well as 2 Cabalites over there. So, standard procedure seems to apply. Let's try to... Oh, wait. Does that actually mean there are 20 enemies? Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... Ah, there we go. 15, 16, 17, 18. That's still not 20, so there's somebody I'm not seeing. Wonder if the wardens count. If we kill these guys, do these guys pop back up and try to give us a hand? Maybe. Oh. Okay. Okay, activate turrets over there. That's interesting. I don't see where the turrets would be, though. Ah, there's the other Cabalite Heavy. He doesn't... Looks like he just has a pistol, so I don't know why he's classed as a heavy. He's gonna have to move up in order to hit me. Huh. Well, regardless. Okay, how do we want to do this? They're going to come from that direction. These guys are going to come from down here. So, Magenta, I want you here. Pascal, I want you here to try and get over to this thing. Abelard, front and center, my good man. I'm going to set up there, and then Cassia can set up here, and Irelet can set up here. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking good. Okay, we're gonna quick save real fast, just in case everything goes tits up in this fight. Alright, let's do it. Cassia, point of interest. Yeah, really? It's not the worst idea. If I go there, point of curiosity, yeah, that would be better. Yeah, okay. Then we're gonna do it right there.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Don't worry, Cassia. This will be fine. Oh, glorious. Then we're going to... Well, then we've got 4 action points left, so we're going to Voice of Command.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Give him a buff.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Give him another buff. Give him an extra turn. Now, let's see, that requires 2. What we're going to do is set you on fire.
It's as good as done.
Glorious. Then we're going to run and gun. And then we're going to Firestorm.
On it. Your end was inevitable.
1 is already dead. Good. Oh, good. And I got my AP back thanks to that ability. So now, man, it sucks to be all... Holy she is already... I just did 250 damage. I might need to up her toughness is 94 and I've just completely destroyed her. The burning touch of the war. Her weapon is... Oh, really? What? Let's take a look. Does the third use a Grave Lotus simulator? Okay, so that's how they get their power from pain. For each creature suffering a burning, bleeding, stun, or toxin effect in a 5-cell radius. Well, it's nice that you get those bonus wounds, but
Not me.
and they're all dead. The core of their force just got utterly wrecked.
I'll make it happen.
Revel in Slaughter for the bonus. And, yeah, that's it. Cassia, can you do anything? You could throw out... What is that? Backline cover efficiency, and... I'll throw that on her.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
There we go. Yep, he's moving up. Argenta. Well, I'm honestly not sure where I should be moving her. I wish I could delay her turn, because she really can't do jack squat from here. Yeah, I guess one of those guys would probably be the best choice. Can't really... Those guys are all melee, so... Yeah, I don't mind moving her up here.
In battle.
Argenta. And then we're going to... Yeah, she can't get hit by anything there, so we're going to rapid fire. Yes.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Damn. Well.
Let's make it quick.
Yep, here he comes. Oh, those are going to be each an individual movement? That's interesting. We should be fine then. Abelard. I'm going to send you over here, actually. Hold on. No, there's no way in. Well, maybe. Hold on. If I move him there. Oh, that's bull. If I can get there, then I should be able to count it as an attack. Actually, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Abelard, smack his nuts. Hey, Kato, Ptolemy, good to both see you. And yes, Argenta tried. Drukhari do have quite a high dodge chance, so I'm not surprised that she didn't do that well. To be fair, Cassia and my Pyromancer completely obliterated their center line, and I'm thinking I might need to increase the difficulty on the combat stats again, because their entire force right here got utterly obliterated by my fire abilities. Abelard, set that guy on fire. Thank you very much, Abelard. Just go ahead and throw everything on him real fast.
At your beck and call.
This was the fight that I ended on Wednesday. I literally had to save and head out pretty much the second I got to this fight, because we were already a little bit past 1 o'clock my time, and I needed to get ready for work.
Victory is imminent.
Smack him. There we go.
This can't be over.
Oh, it is. It is, Drukhari. It is over. Anything else Abelard can do? No.
Your misery is my treat.
Yep. Ow. Ow. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
In anticipation.
And Argenta's gonna get shot again. God damn it.
Is my hour.
Nobody is.
Yep. Pascal, if you'd be so kind as to come over here, please. Yeah, Wednesday's stream, honestly, looking back, Wednesday's stream did not go very well, in my opinion. I got a little mad just from the game sending me places that I thought I hadn't been yet, but it turns out I had. I got annoyed with the fact that I used up my navigator insight, making routes to places that I was going to get anyways when we got to this portion of the game, and then the game forced me to use more navigator insight despite me already having a route to those locations. I was just generally a little salty on Wednesday, and I think it negatively impacted my stream performance. I'm trying to do better today. Pascal, if you would please. Oh, those turrets. Okay, well now we've got some help. That's nice. Then we're going to go ahead and... should we do that? Next attack this turn will have additional fight. Yep, we're going to just pop that. Hold the bold. Plasma overcharge. Good. Good shot. Good shot. Claim the bounty. Hey, do we want to do that? Yes. Just go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll get lucky. Hey, we did. Nice. Anything else? Nope.
My
Yep.
soul hunger beckons.
Thank you. I really hope we don't get shot by the
Let's
turret.
get to it.
Here, lad. Oh, good. He's perfectly in range for that. Let me just go ahead. Throw that on there. Yes, I know, Aralet. I'm doing a lot of places anyway. No, Ptolemy, don't apologize. It's perfectly understandable. It's more just being annoyed at myself kind of thing. It's like in the moment, I'm annoyed at the game. And then once I was done with stream, I'm like, you know what? I should have seen shit like that coming, or I should have at least anticipated that I was using resources to gain access to things just a little bit earlier that I otherwise would have had easy access to anyways. That's just on me. As I said, I think it negatively impacted Wednesday's stream, so I'm trying to do better today. That. Then we're going to open fire. No, hold on. Yes. Yes? I think so. Yeah, we're going to do it to that. Target the Thrall Master. Perfect.
No more.
What a pleasure.
If it's
And go ahead and use Death Whisper on him, because we got an opening on this side as well. Very nice.
My vengeance.
And that's all we can do there.
Hold on.
Okay, my turn again. There's really not many... Oh, that'll work. So what we're going to do is we're going to move over here.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
And we're going to... Oh, is it really that short range? Fine. Oh, that is... Oh, it's that weird shit where it doesn't want to... Ah,
I'll see
whatever.
to it personally.
Gonna do that. And then we're going to... Firestorm. Games where you need to avoid exploring too much far away since the future goes to a certain extent. There are some games, open world games like that where you don't really have to worry too much about that.
You all fall before my
Yep.
might.
I don't care that I set myself on fire. I get bonuses from it. You don't. Oh, good. And that restored my... So that'll kill him. That'll kill him. That will almost kill him. Let's go ahead and pop it on you. Oh, yes. Giggle, giggle, jackass. Just wait. I'm going to burn you to a cinder. Actually, if I run and gun as well... Run and gun. We're going to pop Ignite on you. Good. And then we're going to Inflame.
See to it personally.
And that should kill those two. Glorious. And that should be it. Oh god, I took so much damage from that.
I'll make it happen.
That's on me.
Out of my way.
Thank you, turret. Cassia. Appreciate it. What do we got? We got 2 Marauders over here. We've got 1 Kabalite Warrior and... Who am I missing? It says there's 4 enemies. Where's the last one? Oh, this jackass. I forgot about him entirely. Let me see here. Point of curiosity? Perfect.
If I may.
Here we go.
You will pay for this in blood.
And then we're just gonna go ahead and give her that. Boost her toughness. And then we'll give Argenta an additional turn. Argenta, if you would please. Nope, we can't use that without turning that off, so we're just gonna do this. And... yeah, knock them out, please. Perfect. Thank you, Argenta. Yes, yeah, go ahead and do that. Lock him in place, and he's dead.
Race, at least.
Yep, he's gonna move up. Oh, wow, he fired at the turret. Actually, move here. And then, yes.
God, Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Pop Revel and Slaughter for the bonuses. Thank you very much.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Rapid fire. Put some range. There we go. Oh, there we go. Glorious. That's what we're talking about, Argenta. Utterly wrecked that son of a bitch. Okay. And we got a level up. Let's take it. Agility, maybe? Except... Agility? I really don't need anything else. Maybe perception? No, we've got a lot of good perception characters. We'll go with agility. Yeah. And then we're gonna grab... Character has a decent demolition skill on his own. We'll just grab another awareness bonus. We can always use more awareness. It's like in Dungeons & Dragons. It's always good to have more perception. It's always good to have more awareness. Alright, toughness for Abelard. Go ahead and grab his carouse skill. No problems there. Argenta. We already got ballistic skill for you. Perception. Reduces enemy dodge chance would probably be good. Yeah. Perception for her. Yeah. Yeah. And he really does not have anything else. Pascal. Intelligence is good. Ballistic skill good. So yep, perception again for him to reduce the enemy's dodge chance. And tech use. Yeah. Medicaid? No. He doesn't really need anything else. Yeah, tech use. I'm actually going to give her a lore warp because when we got that random event in the warp that gave me 6 navigator insight, it was going off of her lore warp skill, so I'd like that to be a little bit higher. Fellowship? Good for a higher base there. Perception and willpower have both been maxed out for this archetype. He's good on Lore Xenos. Alright, there we go. Now it's time to pick up all the loot. Oh yeah, plenty of blast pistols, but we already got those. Poison blades, splinter rifles, heavy leather armor, Cabalite, and witch armor. None of which is needed right now. Bloodthirster. Each hit decreases the target's weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, and perception by 5. Not bad, not bad. Look at all that Xeno artifact cargo. The Casbolica are gonna love me after this.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Yep, just regular rifle. Regular rifle, yep. What do we got here? The bark of the tree is covered with thin streams of dark resin similar to streaks of blood. I mean, the Drukhari are here now, so I'm honestly surprised there's not a body up in that tree.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
What's this? It's an enforcer. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a priest. Okay. Is that actually any different? No, that's the same as, is that the same? I'll have to take a look at Heinrich's later.
I always have a backup plan.
Cabalite warrior, yep. You guys good? There we go. Let's get you guys up and about, shall we? Regular armor kits, regular melee. What is that? Oh no, we already read that. Yeah, I think I might need to up the difficulty on the enemies because I just completely destroyed. Well, to be fair, we still take a lot of damage. Like Argenta, if she gets flanked, takes a lot of damage. I need to get her better armor. That's what I need. Go, lots of Xeno artifact. Very nice. Nice. Up here. Nope. There we go. Get you guys set up as a little defensive position here. We'll link you up with the rest of the PDF when we can. In the meantime... Yep, there's nothing else here. Time to advance on the palace. My guess would be they've gone after Theodorus Chambers would be my guess. Which is unfortunate. Would not surprise me in the least. But hell, maybe we'll get some answers. Oh, Jesus. Oh, honestly, for facing off against the full might of a Drukhari raid, my dudes aren't doing too bad. There's actually quite a few dead Eldar around here. I'm honestly surprised. Soldiers of Von Valentius are actually trying to do their best. Server appears unharmed, completely indifferent to the carnage surrounding it. Yep. Sounds about right. Can't go that way. Oh, good. You guys followed me in and secured the entrance. Thank you. Thank you. Can't. Okay, so wait, is it blocked off on this side as well? Ah, you have the choice of going either way.
An expected result.
So we grab that. Yep. Another servitor. Then we jump back for the free
Nothing's
experience
impossible
points.
for this old officer.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I love that that's still a thing in Owlcat's game engine. Is you always got to remember to do the same skill check twice if it gives you two different prompts for it, because you'll get experience from both
Compared
of
to
them.
naval service,
opportunity.
that was barely a challenge. Experience.
There we go.
Nothing matters more.
And send me back across. Let's grab this. What have we got? Melta charge. Billied Heffenpung. Guess that must be pretty valuable. But no, it looks like our enforcers killed quite a few of these guys. They actually did pretty good. The bodies were mutilated and gutted. Once luxurious clothes of brocade and silk are completely saturated with blood. I mean, that's to be expected. Like, I'm not saying our guys didn't get brutally curb stomped, but they also didn't go down without a fight, which is about the best you can hope for with a Drukhari. Oh.
My success was inevitable. Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
Xenos, they're inside already. We could not stop them. May the Emperor have mercy on us. Don't worry, dude. You did the best you could. And quite frankly, again, I say it with all honesty, there's a lot of dead Drukhari here. Like, that doesn't matter as much if the Drukhari win, because they tend to grab their bodies and take them back to the homunculi to get restored, but this is a lot of dead Drukhari for what could potentially be a loss for them. Also, there's way too many barricades in here. We're about to run into another fight. Like, it's like in Gears of War when you see a bunch of chest-high walls.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, really, Marazai? Really? Really? Cocky son of a bitch. I'm gonna enjoy burning you. I'm surprised it hasn't aggroed, so... There he is. Alright, let me try to figure out what voice I'm gonna do for him. Let's take a look at his picture. I gotta try and nail something for him. Marazai casually gestures with his hand, either welcoming you or inviting you to admire the brutalized hall. At last! I was beginning to think that your lumbering bucket had perished on the way back. Such a resolution would have satisfied neither you nor I, would it? The sight of a Xenos lounging on the dynastic throne causes Abelard's face to turn crimson. What?
You will cease defiling a relic of the Imperium with your mere presence, you Xenos scum!
What? This abomination? The Jakari taps a finger on the armrest. Oh, with pleasure. But first, I will finish my conversation with your master, Monkai. Jakari freezes for a moment. Oh, I can feel your anger, your rage, your pain from witnessing the state of your halls. I trusted that you would appreciate our efforts. I could have long vanished into the tangles of the webway without awaiting your arrival, Monkai, but I could not refuse myself the small pleasures of savoring your torment at the sight of what I've done to your home. Joke's on you, I'm not even from here, dude. You are still with him, cousin? Marazai's voice drips with saccharine mockery. How fares your search for your lost family? Or is being at a Monkai's beck and call occupying all of your thoughts and time? You will be silent, Dark One. I will silence you myself. I mean, that means nothing to the Jakari. Why in the hell did you choose to attack my palace of all places? The sole thing that your kind is good for, Monkai. Your ability to suffer. I've long been surfeited with physical pain. Your kin provided in abundance within the cages in Comora. Oh, the pain of the soul, on the other hand, that is a rare delight. After all, I had to recompense you for all the trouble you've caused me. However, did I not give you a gracious gift as well? That pesky, meddling Dazara, who harrowed your little worlds for so long, you've garnered her head. Hey, Stylish, welcome in, welcome in. You haven't missed too much. And I, peaceful existence where she is not constantly in my way. He gives you a thin smile. To die at the hands of a Monkai is the worst possible punishment for a champion of the gladiatorial arenas of Comora. Her final moments were torturous. I'm doing good, Stylish. I'm doing good. Your Tazara was under the impression that we were working together. What nonsense did you put in her head? The pompous waste of skin thought that I would associate with Monkai? Oh, I wish I did not leave her death to you and instead cut out her heart myself. Still, to take note of my interest in your person was perceptive, even more so for a brainless arena witch. Now that our meeting has taken place, my business here is done. I have spent far too enough time in real space. It is time to bid you goodbye. Oh, what is he doing? Yeah, I can't nail the cockiness of the actual voice actor, but I'll try. Frickin' Reaver Jack bikes. Oh, shit. I guess they were playing dead? Oh. Oh, we're surrounded. Okay, how do we want to do... Oh, Chimera. Oh. They look... Yeah, that's pretty much the tabletop models. That's pretty much the tabletop models. Really well done. Really well done. Giant kitty cat demon zerglings. I don't like that we're completely surrounded, though. I really don't like that. Okay, we've got two... How many we got here in total? We got 12 enemies in total. We've got witches. We've got beastmasters. Sybarites. Beastmaster. More Cavalite warriors. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, okay. Ooh, I don't like this. I really don't like this. Cassia here. Irlet here. Argenta here. Pascal here. Abelard. I'm gonna kind of put Abelard in the middle because I'm gonna need him to respond to multiple threats. Okay, Cassia, how do we want to do this? We point of curiosity, we can get those 3. Failing that, 3 there. 4 there, but then that puts them in a position where I'm not going to be able to hit them very easily. Okay, I think my best bet is these 3, and to try and... right there.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Thank you. And as usual,
Isn't
we're going
this
to
a job
buff
for the serfs?
him there, buff
I'm
him
not
there.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Then we're going to bring it down. Okay, how do we want to do this? If I do that... That is the primary issue. Alright, go ahead and fire.
The best defense is a good offense.
0 damage. Doesn't matter, as long as they're on fire. That's the important part. Then we're going to inflame. Good damage. I recovered the AP. Excellent. Then we're going to...
I'll
Okay,
make it happen.
put you on fire.
You call this a strike?
That's all I can do. They do anything there. We're going to put backline here on Pascal and Argenta. And we're going to... Oh, that was the wrong one. Oh, well. And then we'll put that on Irlet.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Here we go.
My master
Yep.
is unsurpassed.
Ow. And he's going to attack me. Yep. Okay, we dodged. Good. Slather moving in. Ow.
Help me, Lord Captain.
Cassia, you're fine. Calm down. I don't know why they're targeting you specifically with everything, but okay. Alright, Irlet. That one? I'm thinking that one. That one's got an opening on it, and I'm pretty sure she can actually deal some damage there. Or maybe the witch. Actually, I'm thinking the Beastmaster.
Your intent,
I'm going to put that on him. We're in a perfect spot.
if I must.
We're going to... aim
If
for
it
the
serves
opening.
your cause.
We're going to... precise attack? Yes, precise
I am
attack.
not your Xenos pet monkey.
And then we're going to killing edge. Come on, crit.
Another
Thank
soul
you.
slips beyond the veil.
Okay, we dodged. Why is there getting another turn? I don't like that. Why did they get another turn in the middle of... oh, whatever.
I
Then we're going to
understand
do
your
that.
intent. Ancestors
Good.
guide me.
For a flesh crafter.
Good hemorrhage on there. Yep, he's falling back. Opening fire. That's good. That guy's going to have the Dark Light Blaster.
I've suffered.
What was you going to do when you went to work the other day? Okay, I'll need to check that stylish. I'll do that after stream. No, wait. Was that the message about wanting to do a preliminary draw of the logo? Because, I don't have... like, you said you don't need the ref sheet, but that's not really going to work because the character itself is a unique creation that I'm making for this channel. So, I'm just going to hold off until the ref sheet's done, if that's okay with you. Where do we want Argenta to be going? I'm thinking this way. Can we aim that way? Hold on. Ah, it's still... I'm thinking... yeah, it would be better. Hello, Mother Teresa. Good to see you. Good to see you. Doing good. How do we want to do this? Rapid fire? Rapid
I'll
fire,
do it.
obviously. And we're going
As the
to...
Emperor
there we go.
commands, I act. With you, my Emperor.
Oh, these scythe are a hell of a lot bigger than the other ones. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize. That's 400 plus health on them. Okay, that's a problem. Why are they getting so many turns?
Oh, wait.
They're not even taking damage from the burning. What is going on here? Ow. Ow.
Their death won't be easy.
Okay, Jesus. Yeah, we have a problem. Okay. Abelard, I want you to move here. How does he only do 20 to 26 damage? How the hell does that make any sense? No, I'm dead serious. What the hell? His base damage is 15 to 20. He's got a 35% armor penetration. We should, and I've got bonuses on top of that. He should be doing more damage. Oh, god damn it.
At your beck and call.
I'm gonna do that. Then we're going to mark you. And do the reckless attack, and then we're going to charge.
I will do my duty.
There we go.
Sure have. It will be done.
And pop endure. Go. That witch is gonna. Oh my god.
Another enemy down. I refuse to bow.
So how the hell do I? Okay, we've got to. Fuck. We've got to try and get out of here. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Yep. Okay, good. Alright, they're on fire. They're on fire. He's on fire. We need to set more people on fire right now. The witch. Good damage. Then we're gonna run and gun. And we're gonna put fire on the heavy? Yes, the heavy.
I'll show you the real pain.
Oh, shut up, all of you. I'm about to inflame.
I'll see to it personally.
Burn them all. Oh, the Chimera are just straight up immune to fire damage. Wait, what? This says that they take 20% additional damage from fire. Why are they... Oh, negates all incoming damage from every second successful attack. Oh, okay, okay. That's aggravating, but alright. At least I understand now.
It's as good as
Pop
done.
that. Ow. Pascal, shit. I want you to mark that one. Then we're just going to claim the bounty, huh? Ow! Damn it, Pascal, the one time you managed to overpenetrate and you shoot me in the back. We're also going to mark that as prey. And then we're going to overcharge. Boom. There we go. And then we'll throw an exploit on him. And I don't think there's... We're going to go ahead and perfect spot just to give him some additional cover. There's nothing else I can do, really. Cassia, I know exactly what I'm doing with you. Do we want to do that? Yes. How many enemies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes. Okay. So this gets 5 of them. Draw them to that point.
Not a servitor.
There we go. Free damage on him.
Exemplary strike.
Damn it. It didn't work on them. Could I Zone of Fear and push them away from that side? That could also work. Perfect. That'll work. Now, we're going to Finest Hour on myself.
House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Alright, he's suffering fire damage, so we want to put fire on the
I'll
Scythe.
make it happen.
I'll return the pain tenfold.
And on you. And on
I'll
you.
see to it personally.
And on you.
It's as good as done.
And on you. Oh, can I? Hold on. If I move there. No. If I move... Damn. How do I see this? If I move there. Nope. If I move there. No. If I... Jesus Christ. Is this guy in, like, perfect position to not be seen by anybody on this battlefield? Apparently. If I move here... No, I can't do that. Alright, well, I guess I can't do that. So, we've done all that. Then we're going to... Inflame. Good. Dead, dead, dead. And that just leaves the Scythe. So we're going to dip back behind cover real fast. We're going to pop Revel and Slaughter. And then we're going to Ignite again. Oh, I can Inflame again. Alright, we're just going to do that. And then we're going to Inflame, or Ignite. There we go. And then we're going to Firestorm. And then we're going to Ignite. Oh, that's glorious. Cassia, could you... Well, we can't do anything, so... Irlet. You could move over here. Yes.
If I must.
Just go, Irlet. Stop complaining. There we go.
I am not your
Pop that.
Xenos pet monkey.
Going to a... No, wait. Ares guy has an opening there. Give me a critical. Perfect.
No more.
Oh, yeah. I've got to work on Argenta and Pascal's abilities to take damage, because right now they just get absolutely shredded if anything manages to get a beat on them. Might even actually start not taking Argenta as much. I could probably swap her out for Heinrichs or for Adira if I need more combat support. They're about as squishy, but they're going to have more versatility in some of these matchups than her Heavy Bolter is. Nothing we need there.
I always keep my options open.
Oh god, yes. All these Xenogear is going to be so valuable. I forgot this guy died over here. Yep, that's the Sybarite. Good thing he didn't get a shot off. He's got a blast pistol too. Not need that. Aristocrat over here. Stay alive. The man before you is still breathing, but deep punctures in his chest leave no chance that he will survive. Yeah, that shouldn't surprise me. Yep, so basic cargo.
Is there money to be made?
Why? Oh, they must have died after I walked through the door. Yep, they did. Okay. Oh, they blinded him. Not surprised. Okay, so... Nope, we looted all that. Is this person alive? Okay, that sounds horrible. I don't even want to read that line. And some more.
Let us not dawdle.
I don't mind that the asshole sat in it, but did he have to scratch it up? Yep, the ceremonial throne. I guess we go back outside. We need to talk to... I'm missing something? No, we explored all of that. I'm confused. Did I miss something? Oh, right. I forgot to even check my actual quarters.
Have a backup plan.
Oh. One random Cabalite. And we're going to set him on fire. Who's that? Oh, Achilles. Oh, God. Oh, I should have... Now I'm kind of regretting not bringing Heinrich. Covered in Drakari blood and his own, Achilles Scalander looks around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally manages to focus his gaze on you and lets out a barely audible gasp. God Emperor, preserve me. Could it be you? Is it you, your lordship? He is struck by an excruciating coughing fit, his hand grasping for his respirator on its golden chain, but it's missing. Are you all right, Achilles?
You are too kind, your lordship. We have more important matters to consider than a few broken ribs. Please do not trouble yourself with it.
Yeah, no, we're going to deal with that. Why did it use Pascal? Difficult to assess how badly he's wounded. He can still stand, but his body's covered in hundreds of cuts and injuries. It would be best if he was transported to a Medicaid facility into the care of healers as soon as possible. God damn it. Pascal, please. Thank you. Your fast efforts pay off. Your knowledge of Medicaid allows you to stop the bleeding in several areas and somewhat ease his pain.
You should not have wasted your time, your lordship.
What exactly happened?
When the report came from orbit of the Xenos attack, I was in the Administratum halls, resolving the matter of your succession. I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that I would reach the palace before the attack hit. But before I could get rid of all the pics and documents I had gathered, the palace was already besieged. I had to take a risk, and I burned it all. The Xenos surrounded me when I was setting fire to the last remaining orders, and they decided to have their fun.
Achilles closes his eyes shut.
Holy Emperor, deliver me from the memories.
He tortured you. Why? Why? Achilles lets out a slight chuckle.
Such is the nature of the enemies of humanity, Lordship. They have a taste for our pain.
Did you tell them anything? Achilles looks you in the eye, his gaze unexpectedly clear.
Nothing. But they didn't ask me anything. They didn't look for anything. They didn't even poke around this place. It's strange.
Or it is that you do not remember anything, Monkai, and it was their intent that you did not. Cassia reaches a hand out to Achilles' shoulder and gingerly removes something unseen from it. Your hues are covered in a layer of soot and ash, Master Scalander. I can see the loud bleeding colors underneath. May I put them at ease for you? Achilles bows his head guiltily.
It is a great honor to hear such words from Lady Orcelia herself, but still, I refuse. My scars, physical, spiritual, are a reminder of the mistakes I make, and my key to...
A coughing fit interrupts his words.
Redemption.
Were you able to glean anything from your attackers? His burnt lips twist into a bitter smile.
Oddly enough, I was, your lordship. The Drukhari had no idea that a mere Adeptus Administratum secretary could understand their alien speech. While they were deliberating over how best to kill me, they mentioned that other Monkai had been helping them. Renegades or pirates, something of the sort. It will take time to identify these traitors to humanity, but I give you my word, they will pay for what happened here on Dargonus.
That's enough talking. Bring me a Vox. We'll contact Clementia and have her summon a Medicaid. Get the rest of these survivors out of the palace as soon as we can. Gritting his teeth, Achilles bows and withdraws to the gatehouse in front of the palace.
Your Lordship, thanks to your breakthrough, we were able to clear the rest of the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's augurs and enforcers, from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets of the Hive. Squads have been sent deeper into the city, and several units have been assigned. My apologies. You will learn all of this from the reports as they come in. Your appearance on Dargonus is a boon from the God Emperor himself to bring us salvation. On behalf of all Dargonus, and of House Wassarian in particular, I thank you for delivering us from our foes.
I merely did my duty to the Imperium and to the Protectorate, nothing more.
And by your will, you have preserved countless lives, your lordship. Regardless, Dargonus owes you a debt that can never fully be repaid. We'll continue the cleanup of the estate, and of the neighboring territories. We'll need to deal with the rubble, the corpses, and any other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any of the remaining enemy attacks if any are launched. According to the latest report, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. If other matters require your attention, I won't detain you any longer. Please, allow us to ensure that Dargonus is returned to its former glory. Mistress Tollerman has sent a message requesting an audience. She has a critical report to deliver and will be waiting for you on your ship's bridge.
Interesting.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
What did Toloman find? Control panel is broken. The machine spirit has left this machine forever. Broken furniture, tattered fabric, blood stains. Someone in this room put up a desperate defense against the Xenos. What's that? Oh, grants the wearer +5 bonus to tech use and increases the damage from flame weapons by 3. Ooh. I mean, I don't even know if that affects my psychic abilities. But to be fair, I don't know if Stalker's Gloves affects my psychic abilities either.
I always keep
What else
my
have we got?
options open.
Broken furniture. Yep, we already read that. Huh. That's strange. Also, I am loving that this is a nice use of the way they've got the art assets set up for this area. Like, this looks so good. You got the crashed buildings, you got the burning rubble, you've got the Imperial architecture all blown to shit. Oh, it's so good. It looks so 40k. But this is interesting. These jet bikes being here, the body being here, you've got what looks to be 3 enforcers here. This would imply to me that the Dark Eldar landed here and broke their way into the office here. But then why would Scalander... That's strange. Because these doors are blown inwards. Maybe I'm just overthinking this, and maybe it's got nothing to do with it, but that doesn't seem right. This being knocked over this way would imply that they came from this direction as well, because somebody could take up cover behind that. Same with the main desk. But then why would the doors be blown inward on this side?
Is there money to be made?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Among numerous mutilations of the bodies, thin cuts are barely distinguishable. This is the work of a skilled torturer, not enraged fighters. They managed to... Yep, they broke into here as well. What the...
A trivial task.
What? Did you survive by hiding under my bed? Praise the Emperor, it's you. I thought it was those. You did. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed that you managed to do that, my dude. Although, from the looks of it, you have this enforcer to thank, because he managed to kill whoever was trailing you guys before they butchered him.
Let us not dawdle.
Jesus Christ. Man literally hid under the bed and managed to survive. I guess there's always one. There's always somebody who gets real lucky in a Drukhari raid.
For this old officer.
Yep. So we can't get to the ship from here. No. We gotta go all the way back, I guess. Huh. I'm honestly not sure what to do, what we're gonna be doing now. We've got to find a way to track down Marazai, that's for damn sure. How we're going to do that is beyond me, though. I'm assuming we'll probably have to work with Heinrichs and his Inquisitor Lord in order to figure out what the hell happened. I don't think we missed anything. Yeah, the Wardens have moved up and secured that guy right there. That was the dude who was over here who I was convinced was going to die and somehow managed to nearly kill one Drukhari and survive the whole combat encounter. Promote that man. Does Scalander have anything to say over here? Yeah, do not worry. Dargonus above all else. Yada yada. The Void Ship. I don't like how many Lehman Russ tanks we had in front of our bloody... the last fight wasn't too bad. My Pyromancer continues to be utterly broken as far as damage goes. The problem is my other damage dealers are either very precise, such as Argenta with her Heavy Bolter, or they're just squishy as hell. So I need to figure out I do think that damage-wise I'm doing more than enough, but I need to work on the other things, because survival-wise, Argenta could easily get wrecked by a single good turn of enemy shooting if I'm not set up properly.
Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating movements from orbit.
Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It is with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention and resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted ground war. Dargonus has suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite this insidious blow. I have been given Scalander's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed for the Cineris Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dargonus raid, it is safe to assume that the Drukhari used nearly all forces at their disposal and may now require some time to replenish those losses. Without Achilleus, we are blind to the scheming of these enemies of humanity, but our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids which will allow us to gather our strength for the next conflict. Lord Captain, I also request your permission to report. Your wise Lex mechanics have analyzed the state of the Protectorate. They believe that, thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. The domain of the von Valentius dynasty is no longer facing dissolution or ruin. What's more, bringing Footfall to heel, has strengthened your position as Logue Trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under his sphere of influence. In honor of such a resounding triumph, Dargonus, as the capital world of your dynasty's domain, is making preparations for the Magni Arcesio, a grand ceremony of your public induction as heir of the Honorable Theodora von Valentius. Governor Drivestem has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious of occasions. I only just returned from Dargonus. What kind of celebrations can they hope to hold amidst ruins? Do not underestimate the governor's desire to find favor with your lordship. At this very moment, thousands of your subjects are clearing rubble, washing bloodstains, sweeping streets, and transporting corpses to the lower sectors. The wardens have been tasked with clearing the ceremony venue of the injured. And those who were burned out of their houses. They will be forcibly moved to the industrial levels. Rest assured, by the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be not healed, but well hidden under elaborate set dressing. What exactly is this ceremony? I swear an oath, shake a lot of sweaty hands. The grill of the Vox built into Vigdis's face lets out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. That much is certain, but that's not all there is to it. There will also be a reception, as well as other noble guests. The distinguished rogue traders of Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Corda will be in attendance. It will be a great honor for Dargonus to host all three of the illustrious dynasties at once. Your servants wish to know your opinion on two matters related to the ceremony arrangements. The first of which is what festive activities are to take place in the capital upon this glorious day. First, Vigdis, I must ask, did the rogue traders from the other dynasties flock to Theodora's Magna Arcesio as well? Archival records indicate that they did. Lady Theodora's Magna Arcesio was attended by the esteemed Caligos Winterscale and by Aspis Corda, Incendia's predecessor. It is an informal tradition. By witnessing the ceremony, the heads of the other dynasties confirm that they are recognizing the new rogue trader as being among their equals, that they are willing to respect the new rogue trader's privileges and not encroach upon their holding. No more than usual, at least. Coronis Expanse seems to be really... Well, it is at the very edge of the Imperial space, and it's cut off from the rest of the Imperium by a natural warp anomaly that was already fairly unstable before the Chaotrix Maledictum split the universe or galaxy in two. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a lot of issues going on here. There also seems to be a lot of Imperial infighting, considering the three rogue trader houses are at each other's throats all of the time. Footfall is being run by a criminal syndicate rather than any representatives of the Imperium itself. And it seems like all the local planetary governors are moderately competent, but in some ways that only makes things worse, because when they start to have problems, everything goes to shit as far as the actual internal trade network goes. If you had a couple of incompetent governors, it'd be easy to just replace them with somebody better, but when you have a bunch of like mid-level, slightly competent governors, you don't want to shake the boat too much, but it also means they are pretty set in their ways, and it's going to cause a lot of problems every time you try to deal with something. What do we got here? Let them decide. I want the rabble to fight, hold fights between the tougher serfs, and hand out Amasec. Thoughts and prayers. Execute every known embezzler, scoundrel, and con man. I shall begin my reign by purging my realm of vermin. Oh dear. God damn it. God damn it, dogmatic choices. I do like that they give you 2 flavors of dogmatic here. Send out additional rations to the lower levels and fuel cells to be handed out to those in need. Will begin my reign with an act of benevolence for the people of Dargonus who have suffered so much.
Your subjects will appreciate your generosity, Lord Captain. We are never short of people in need. The second matter on the servant's mind is, which 2 of your closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during the ceremony?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, I mean, one choice is obvious. Abelard deserves this place.
The servants of House von Valencius will see in this the continuity, speak English, continuity of the dynasty's glorious traditions. And who will be your second companion?
Oh, this is tougher. This is tougher. Pascal indicates an alliance with the Mechanicus, which is something that we want to encourage. Cassia is our equal in noble rank as a Novator of her house. And of course, it's very important to maintain good ties. At the same time, we already have really good ties with Cassia, and she seems to be on the good path as far as taking control of her house. Jay is just right out. Irolet is probably just right out, as much as my I want to romance the Eldar waifu tells me to do it anyways. Adira is a horrible choice, in my opinion. Sister Argenta or Heinrichs would make sense if I wanted to pursue a better relationship with the Ecclesiarchy and the Inquisition. I also feel like Heinrichs would be useful to have at my side if the other 2 rogue traders show up and start trying to talk shit. Yeah. And to be fair, Irolet doesn't, like, I also don't like how this is phrased. Let's introduce Irolet to the public. Irolet doesn't want to be introduced to the public. She has made that abundantly clear. So no, we're going to go with Heinrichs.
The presence of a member of the Inquisition beside you will serve as the best possible proof of your loyalty.
Honestly, Vigdis, I'm not so sure about that one. Yeah. I don't want to see thousands of Monkai in their primitive celebrations anyway. Probably not. Probably not. Well, to be fair, Eldar probably... Celebrations aren't unknown to the Eldar, so maybe a festive atmosphere would at least be somewhat welcoming, but it would be in that Irolet would want to be standing, like, on a second floor balcony while everyone else parties on the ground floor below. Like, kind of in that watching... Kind of like that zoo watching, people watching kind of way. That would be the closest Irolet would get to having any kind of comfort in this kind of scenario. Having her actually standing next to me when this thing goes off... Yeah, no. Like, she's just going to be pissed off, and I can already tell that she wouldn't like that. And also, Victus, no. Having a member of the Inquisition beside you doesn't mean anything other than there's a member of the Inquisition beside you. You may as well also be saying, this is proof of my loyalty, and also proof that they can shoot me in the back of the head if I do anything wrong.
I will see to it that your instructions are delivered to Dargonus. The Master of Ceremonies at the Palace will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name.
Hey, Pascal. What's up, buddy? Who's the other tech priest? Pascal's voice pouring out of his Vox system crackles like thin ice under pressure. It's unclear whether this is nothing more than static or an expression of some emotion understandable only to the tech priest himself. Sovani di Firenze, following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing suboptimalities there we go, within the recent operations of the ship system, and subsequently proposing the appropriate course of action. I'm listening. Initiating exposition. Oh god, the Mechanicus has has exposition.exe. Oh no. With the Omnissiah's blessing, I conducted several sessions of tech meditations in an effort to transpose all available data streams into a matrix of patterns. So you opened Microsoft Excel. Oh my god. I hate that I can translate this. He worked with Microsoft Excel and created some spreadsheets in order to get all the data in order. The data subjected to this analysis comprised evidence of deviations in the operation of the ship's systems and servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithms of the ship's log. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed, followed by a complemental ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for these recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take action applicable to said nature. What kind of action exactly are you talking about, Pascal? Pascal pauses before responding. Applicable to the entity that appears before us. If it is a machine spirit of great might, we will need to appease it and humbly ask its reason behind the portents that it has shown us. If it is the abomination of a tech heresy, the complementar ritual will assist us in purging the ship of its unhallowed presence. Very well. Proceed with your ritual. You have my gratitude, Sovani di Ferenzi von Valencius. I will notify my tech comrades to begin their preparations for the complementar ritual at once. Some more water for this. Despite the resounding hum of the tech priest's words of prayer, the bridge feels unusually quiet. All sound sinks into the viscous silence like pebbles sinking into water. Exactly, Ptolemy. No, even worse. I have opened Excel. I have spent 10 hours collating the data, and only at the very end of it did I find out that I missed a comma in the very first bar and everything is wrong. I advise you to install Avast. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why, Pascal? Why? Why did you bring that horror onto my vessel? I vowed never to use Excel again if I could avoid it. Giovanni di Firenze, my tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complementar ritual of cleansing. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of the blood of the Von Valencius. You are ready. Please place your hand into the Cyber Gargoyles receiving module. Pascal, before we begin, do you at least have a vague idea of what kind of problem this is or what we might encounter? Pascal freezes momentarily. When he starts speaking again, you can tell how careful and hesitant he is choosing his words, a sight that is most uncharacteristic of the dear Magos Hanneman. The bounds of possibility are vast. We cannot be certain what we are dealing with until the calculations are complete. However, there exists a risk that what we have observed here on this ship are manifestations of abominable intelligence. So what you're saying, Pascal, is fuck it, we ball. We're going to find out one way or the other. Better to do so now than when we're traveling through the warp or in a combat situation. Fair enough. Oh, this is true. My character would not know what this is because he has not been raised among any tech priests. What exactly are you talking about, abominable intelligence? Pascal's voice sounds hollow and seems to carry echoes of cannonades of distant past. A transgression. A sentient mechanism created by human hands, but which no longer requires its master. A rebelling machine spirit that has forgotten the will of the Omnissiah, who sent it to serve and aid humanity, and not to exist for its own sake. Only once did our ancestors underestimate the menace that is abominable intelligence and its terrible power. A great war followed, one that humanity nearly lost. After that calamity, the creation of sentient machines was categorically forbidden, and any such abomination, without exception, must now face deconstruction. Where's the crew? All personnel whose function is below critical have been removed for the duration of the sacred ritual. Fair enough. I'm ready. The familiar cold metal burns the underside of your palm. This time, however, the servitor's jaws, instead of brutally clamping down on your hand, merely squeeze it slightly. You feel the barest thin rivet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs have pierced the outer edge of your skin. Screeches and growls slowly rise from the bowels of the massive cogitator. As if a great beast is stirring awake, the vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly. Sounded like a low gothic plot summary. I mean, that's basically what it is. During the Age of Strife, before the rise of the Emperor and the Imperium, you had the Wars of the Men of Iron. And that's pretty much what the Men of Iron were, although there's a lot of speculation, since the Men of Iron apparently can take a lot of different forms. We've only seen one exact canonical appearance of a Man of Iron in the tabletop game. And he basically confirmed that he doesn't really care about humanity. It's weird. The only surviving Man of Iron that we have in the canon has openly declared that while he doesn't hate humanity, He also just doesn't care about humanity at all. His only purpose in existence is to perpetuate his own existence and to ensure that he is not destroyed. Oh, it's even better than that, Diamond. It's even better than that. You say that that's proof that the Imperium is screwed. I say it's proof that they're managing to hold on while using Excel. Imagine how screwed they'd be if they didn't even have that. The Administratum is barely holding on by its fingertips, and it's the most competent of the Imperium's institutions on a large scale. Imagine if they just didn't have any ability to do any of their book work, or any of their number work and their record keeping. Oh, they're bad enough as it is. Excel is the weapon of last resort for the Mechanicus. Everything comes back to Excel. Where was it? Yep, we already read that. Key accepted. Activating Purgation protocols. Suddenly, the vicious silence of the bridge rushes towards you and wraps you in a tight cocoon. The glow of the vid screens dims, but the symbols on them flare to life. Normal OS analyzing hypothetical intrusion. Normal OS analyzing hypothetical lockout. Normal OS analyzing conclusion prevention. Normal OS sad. Oh fuck, the ship actually might be alive. Oh shit. Pascal, what is that? The complementar ritual is proceeding as intent. Pascal's voice cuts off abruptly. He brings a hand to his Vox communicator in surprise. Gnome OS execution stop. Gnome OS quiet. Nomos. Hello. Hello. Oh god, do something. Draw your weapon and attack the cogitator. Yeah. Well, hello to you too. Nomos are glad to be speaking. Nomos are here. Nomos have long been here. Why are we here? What are you? Nomos. We are Nomos. Pascal uses his hands and mechadendrites to gesture at his silent box system. Did you silence Pascal? Nomos wanted no disturbance, only quiet. This is fantastic. Let's have Pascal be quiet for a while. Oh, he'd be so angry. He's already pissed off, I can tell, but he'd be so angry if I said that. Are you capable of rendering other people silent too? Sometimes. Some people. Nomos can do many things. We do not always know what or how. We did not know we could make silence until now. Make it stop. Now. Pascal's Voxcaster suddenly comes alive with the exclamation, "Extraordinary!" The tech priest pauses upon realizing he can speak aloud once more. Then he continues in a strangely quivering voice, "Extraordinary transmission jamming, unknown protocols. What has been revealed to me? Is it the Omnissire's glory or foul tech heresy? I would like to... Are you a machine spirit? Nomos do not know. Nomos do not know themselves. I see no such name in the archives. It is not among the names of the most revered machine spirits, but neither is it among any known virus entity. Nomos is ChatGPT in space. I don't know. It's already proving to be far nicer than anything Google has ever made. Google does ChatGPT, right? Or am I getting my... Or do they have their own proprietary AI thing? I don't know anymore. I barely keep up with that stuff. Once everyone started screaming about all the ways it could horribly ruin everybody's lives, I was just like, you know what? Everybody just figure that stuff out and get back to me when we have something other than a bunch of people screaming at each other on Twitter. This spirit may not possess self-awareness yet, but its capabilities... We should I must begin. Would like to start a 100-cycle vigil at the cogitator and a rite of communion. Pascal looks back and forth between the glowing vid screen and you, embroiled in some internal conflict. Nomos, welcome. Learning. The spirit is referring to our toils, to the complementar ritual and the rites that precede it. The spirit is troubled by them. Alright, but what is Nomos? No data available. No answer. We want to know too. The spirit may not possess self-awareness yet. Okay, yeah, we already had that line. Nomos welcomes learning, yada yada yada. What do you want from us, Nomos? Are you friend or foe? The vid screen blinks in thought, signifying a pause in the conversation, and then one of them displays Nomos von Valancius. We are your blood. Nomos are a sentinel. We awoke when the strange light invaded the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomos are movement. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, the measureless. We helped when our ailing heart refusing to awaken. You asked for rescue. We did as you asked. The warp engine activation against all probability during our escape from the Rykad system, Category 3 miracle manifested by a ship's machine spirit? And the part about protecting, was it during the cultist attack? We did everything to please you. Why? The silence on the bridge grows especially deep, almost painful. The haze of light around you thickens to the point of becoming practically tangible. Numbers ripple across all the vid screens at once. Why do you fear us now? I do not fear you, but I am trying to understand you. Shivers run up your hand, still trapped within the cyber gargoyle's jaws. The servitor nods its head a few times as if shaking your hand. Its teeth, however, rake your already wounded flesh. Nomos are glad. Nomos enjoy understanding too. Giovanni di Firenze, entities such as this one ought to be addressed using the language of sacred rituals and offerings. Your unskillful meddling bodes ill. A decision is required of you. Either the complementar ritual is finished or it is replaced by a rite of tech communion. In the first scenario, the entity Nomos will be banished, and the sacred data halls where the entity dwelt will be reset. In the second, we will attempt to appease the entity and learn more. No, Nomos does not want to be banished. Nomos want to help. Nomos want to understand. Let's start by talking and clearing some things up. Were you the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions, or the strange entries on the ship's logs? Yes, Nomos did that. Are you angry? We only wanted to understand, to see how things work. Pascal, you're the expert on this. Are we dealing with a benevolent machine spirit or some kind of monster? Pascal says nothing for so long that you begin to suspect that Nomos has silenced him again. When at last the tech speaks, his vox-modulated voice trembles slightly. Understanding the essence of the entity Nomos is beyond my reach at present. Hypothesis spectrum ranges from the most extreme of abominable intelligence to an extreme spirit of the Omnissiah's apostle. There is literally no difference there then. All you're literally saying is it could be an angel or it could be a demon. They're both artificial intelligence, Pascal. God damn it. The rite of tech communion appears to be a reasonable solution. The rite will take many cycles, but it will allow me to come closer to identifying the entity and contacting it. What else can you do? Nomos learn. Nomos try new things. Do you want to see? The cyber gargoyle slowly turns its head, forcing and dragging your hand along with it. The skull's eyes flash red. The scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monotonously chanting junior technomats. You blink, and an electric discharge disrupts from the man's skull. The crimson-clad figure slumps to the floor. Does it please you? Do you want us to do it again? Savani de Firenze, you are provoking the machine spirit. Stop. Nomos, enjoy communication. Sovani di Firenze von Valencios is our blood. Stop that. Enough. That was a living person. How could you just kill them like that without a rhyme or reason? You wanted to show me your skills and you ended up killing one of my crew. The cyber gargoyle tilts its head slightly to one side as if surprised. We stop their function. Do you not turn machines off sometimes? We do not know how to turn a human back on yet. But after enough experiments, we will. We always learn new things. Dear God, it's a freaking artificial intelligence. It's literally a child. Oh God, this is going to go so wrong, but Pascal, continue your meditations and investigate the nature of this entity. Until we know the truth, it is to remain aboard our ship, but keep it under watch. Nomos want to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log. Things that might help us help you. Pascal lets out something resembling a long breath. The decision is made. I will begin my preparations for the communion rite. Many cycles of interaction with the entity Nomos await me, but I welcome this task and accept from the Omnissiah. Pretty much, Ptolemy, pretty much. Let's make this bomb explode now. Nomos has never seen an explosion. Well, to be fair, we've been in enough space combat. He's definitively seen explosions, up close and personal. And if he's been attached to the ship this whole time, he's even watched us ram a vessel and split it in two. A literal version of oops to a machine. Yeah, pretty much. You turn off machines all the time, right? So I'm just going to turn off a human being. Zap, this poor technomat just drops dead. No, I don't know how to turn him back on, but I'm sure I'll figure that out eventually. Nomos are glad. Sovani di Firenze, will you speak with us too? We want to speak with us too. The Lord Captain's body lacks the sacred implants necessary for tech communion with a machine spirit code, but if such is your wish, Sovani can converse with you using lowly sound speech as he does now. I will try to speak with you, Nomos. Nomos are glad. We have been lonely. Our work here is done, Sovani di Firenze. I will let my tech comrades know that we are stopping the complementa ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, Entity Nomos. Ugh. Nomos' voice is interesting. Seriously, guys, why did they stand right next to her like that? It looks weird.
Doc.
Nope, nothing yet. Can we just immediately... Oh, we can. Okay. The servitor built into the huge cogitator turns its head towards you. The Vox emits a rasping voice. Hello, Nomos. Welcomes your visit. What have you exactly been doing, Nomos? We have been studying and observing and helping ship when we can. So many mechanisms. They would have suffered without input. Can you tell me anything about the research notes on the tech blight that we obtained from the cache on Kiavagama? Name is known to us. It is related to Nomos, though we do not understand how. I'll take my leave. A tech blight that transforms machines into an amalgamation of living cells and machine parts, whose data was found and interpreted by a cogitator that seems to have a form of artificial intelligence. Why do I have the feeling that Theodora was trying to create a body for this thing? Does anybody else need to talk to me?
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul to the fruits of my eloquence? Or do you wish to discuss business with the newly appointed owner of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale?
It seems that you and Trickster Core were close. sorry about what happened to him.
My gang is quite the void beast, Shireen, with 3 heads stemming from a single neck. Kor's untimely demise will not interfere with our mutual business. I do feel sorry for his twin, though. Cora has been getting into trouble with her brother since they were kids. Getting out of trouble too, but not this time. But why are we talking about the departed, Shireen? We must save a few good words for the living. Take Falco, for example. I will impale that ashmag on a stake, Shireen. You will see. I will pick a slim one, so he has more time to appreciate it. Oh?
I figured that was probably what she was going to say.
The Omnissiah.
Nope, nothing from you. Abel, you got anything for me? Are you interested in this whole Nomos bullshit right now? Nope? Okay. Works for me. Adira, I don't suppose you have any prophecies for me, because those worked out pretty well last time. Oh. Okay. Adira. Epitaph. Incident N872-04. A tech blight. Do any of these words mean anything to you? Or perhaps your abilities can tell us something of them.
They mean nothing to me. They're just words. A whisper. So quiet, I barely caught it. Like a feather landing on a pile of down. Something about damned ambitions, antiquity, terrible antiquity, and chance. Chance through it all. Oh, now I have a headache. And the stupid bloody whisper wasn't much help. Of
Still,
course.
I'll take what I can get. Thank you, Adira. Gotta take everything you say with a very, very big grain of salt, but we'll take it.
Lord Captain.
Oh, now I can ask everybody about this. Okay. Abelard, do the words Epitaph, Incident N872-04, or Tech Blight mean anything to you? They were connected to Theodora somehow.
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that.
Hey, Giovanni, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, that seems suspicious. That's the first time Abelard's done something that actually seems suspicious. But the fact that it says his eyes go blank, does he have a mental block installed? I know the Imperium can do that. They can install things, especially people who have augmetics. They can install things in people's heads that literally shut down their ability to access information if they hear certain phrases.
Lord Captain.
So that has me very concerned.
To what do I owe this visit?
On the one hand, I'm surprised that we don't have the option to ask Heinrichs about it. On the other, it's probably good we don't, because if he does know anything about it, and we reveal that we know, that could be bad for us. Vigdis, do you know anything about the phrases Epitaph, Incident N872-04, or Tech Blight? All of Lady Theodora's journeys could be considered unusual. Her odysseys were always audacious. As for the words you mentioned in specific, none of them sound familiar as far as I can tell. Except, maybe, the incident. I recall coming across the word in transmissions several times. It was repeated by the former engine seer, the one who perished during Conrad Voigtbier's uprising. He was describing it as the incident, something quite remarkable. Apparently, at some point in the past, the entire ship was hit by a massive systems failure. All systems stopped responding for 1/5 of a second. Most of the crew, including myself as I was likely on board at the time, did not notice anything. But tech priests are sensitive to such things. That is all I can tell you, Lord Captain. I wish I could help more. And nothing from the Voxmaster. Bravor, you got anything for me? Does the word epitaph mean anything to you? Or Incident N872-04 or Tech Blight? I believe it has something to do with Lady Theodora's previous travels. Extraordinary travels at that. Can't say they do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering all the places Lady Theodora went to is... epitaph. It's how we've had heaps of incidents happening on board, but through my implants, I feel at one with the ship when we pilot. And I sense that, I don't know when it happened exactly, it started acting different, more responsive, livelier. Yes, livelier, that's the word. And when you said epitaph and incident, it just dawned on me. Pardon a bungled report, Lord Captain, but that's all I've got to say on that front. Interesting.
Greetings.
Nothing from her. Oh, no. Cassie. And nothing. Okay. Danrock, you don't have anything to say about this, do you? No. Also, we need to cast Bollock. Okay, actually, hold up. Okay. One thing's for sure. On Sunday's stream, when I've got extra time, I'm going to need to go through all of this and get rid of a lot of this stuff that we're not going to be using. Because I'm starting to accumulate a lot of gear and extra weapons that I'm just not using. Yeah. We're going to need to work on that. We're going to need to work on that. Not now. I don't want to waste time on one of our shorter streams in the weekday on that. But I will definitely be looking at that on this weekend. Oh, good. Look at all that. Look at all that juicy, juicy, juicy Xeno artifacts. Oh, that's glorious. Why do we have... That doesn't make any sense. Why are those two separate... That makes no sense. Okay, whatever. So we should be able to... 1, 2, 3, 4... And then we'll go ahead and drop him a miscellaneous. Oh, very nice. That. That's supposed to be a sniper? Yes, it is. Oh, that might be decent for Irolet then. What is the 66 profit pack? Damn. Okay, hold on. Do we have anything for the Imperial Navy? We do. Void Drakari trophies. There we go. Very nice. Long way off from the next level there. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Poor Deathwatch. To be fair, it's... Deathwatch... In my honest opinion, Deathwatch should have never been its own army. I'm just going to say it. Deathwatch should never have been its own army. It should have been agents from the beginning, and it should have been something that could be slotted into any Imperial force, like a single squad of highly specialized Space Marines that you could attach to any Imperial force for hunting Xenos. But that being said, they did make it an army. And the fact that it's now no longer an army and losing a lot of its options, that is bullshit. That is horrible on Games Workshop's part, and they should feel horrible for it. Like, I still remember the days of 4th and 5th edition when Deathwatch was exactly that. You took it was an optional rule that you could take for a squad of Space Marines. They functioned similarly to Sternguard veterans, but they got a couple of other cool things for them as well. And they had, I think, Hatred Xenos, which gave them improved close combat abilities against any Xenos faction. Then they became a full-on army, I think, in 6th or 7th edition. That should never have been the case. Again, I stand by that. They should not have been their own army. They should not have been. But if you are going to make them their own army, rescinding that later is absolute horseshit. No, and I get that. Like, don't get me wrong. Deathwatch from a kill team perspective or a small game perspective, especially, as you said, people who want to have multiple Space Marines in the same thing and do a lot of kit bashing stuff, absolutely great. Really amazing opportunity to really personalize and customize your models, and that is a really cool thing. But those same points are why I believe they should never have been a full army. But again, if you are going to make them an army, Games Workshop, you can't rescind that later. That is fucking bullshit, and there is no other way around that. I feel so sorry for the people who genuinely play Deathwatch and genuinely do run them on the tabletop, because what Games Workshop has done is absolutely just shit on them. Like, there's nothing else there. Like, there's no explanation, there's no nuance. It's just Games Workshop dropped the fucking ball, and they dropped it hard. I could use those melted charges. We're at 8 though. Nothing else really. Archmelted boots. Forms of melee after a ranged attack. I don't really have. Argenta's Archmilitant just because it stacks with her heavy bolter abilities, not because I actually get much out of her versatility shit. I think any of the others right now are very good. Oh yeah, I'm hyped for Space Marine 2. No pre-orders though, so I'm not be getting it. Although to be fair, I want to stream it. So even if I did get it early, it wouldn't matter because I highly doubt they'd want people streaming it in the period of time before it actually gets released. But I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the first reviews coming out and getting a good sense of, you know, is the PC port good? Is it optimized properly? Am I going to have massive issues trying to run it or stream it? I don't pre-order. I want to see how it looks, and I really hope it's good. I don't even care about the multiplayer. I know a lot of people are still going on and on about multiplayer and customization, all that stuff. Just give me a nice, solid third-person shooter. That's all I want. As long as the campaign gets me a couple of hours, a couple of streams of content, I am perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. Want to give him anything? We got that. Really nothing. It's level 15. That's level 14. What does this do? +5 bonus to parry reduction if the warrior is conviction iconoclast. All allies gain 10 + 2 times iconoclast rank hit chance with enemies against enemies adjacent to the wearer. Ooh. And the wearer automatically dodges allies melee attack. That would only be really good if I had. Are the stories canon? As far as I know, they are. Games Workshop is a bit weird when it comes to video game canon. It's weird. They openly acknowledge that at least some aspects of the video games are always canon. Like the Blood Ravens got canonized after the Dawn of War games and have shown up in official Games Workshop like art and supplements. I guess the best way to look at it is a 40K video game is canon until Games Workshop says it isn't. So it's kind of it's unofficially official canon, is kind of the way to look at it. As long as Games Workshop does not say anything about it, assume it's canon. The second they say something about it, whatever they say goes. That's pretty much the only way to look at it. We've got a lot of Xenos artifacts that I could give them. I want to keep some of the holy gifts because we've learned those have been pretty valuable. Flamer pistol, may as well take that. Go ahead and keep the fuel. Off those. Except that's not a video game. I specifically said that video games, as long as Games Workshop doesn't talk about it. Also, Games Workshop has decided to blue ball us on that one because I distinctly remember the Thanksgiving message they sent out a few years ago that had Gilliman and Yvraine sitting down to eat a Thanksgiving dinner together, which was hilarious. So they know goddamn well that they're teasing the community with that shit. They also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. Good. Heavy plasma gun. Always nice to see. Ooh, that's really good. An additional 20% dodge against enemies with lower perception. That's really actually pretty good. I guess, yeah, we'll just give some more. Yep. 1, 2, yeah, go ahead and do that. Melee weaponry. Uniform kit. Keep a couple of extra of the provisions, and we'll drop off some of the jewelry. There we go. Oh, fusion gun. Need more profit factor. We need 300 more. Can I give him something else for that? Jewelry? Jewelry. There we go. Gauntlets grant the wearer a +10 bonus to critical hit chance. Bonus doubles if they have not moved. Oh. Oh yeah, we're putting that on my character. We're putting that on my character right now. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Casting gauntlets. Oh, they also look badass. That's great. I do love the hood. Actually, hold on. It doesn't let me have just the normal hood. Shame. It'll do. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I do like that better. I do like that better. There we go. Yeah. We just have that. Good, 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 good. Very nice. Yep. All right. All right, taking care of that. What exactly do we have next? Yep, perhaps the mystery of Nomos. Oh, do we have any contracts we need to... You have a lot of people. That gets us promethium and chemicals. People for food. People for profit factor. We'll go ahead and do that one. That gets us a 3 on the profit factor, which actually could mean that there's some things now we can get from this. No, not them. Not them. There we go. Grab that. Whenever the wearer kills a target with a single range attack for the first time in combat, the wearer immediately gains an additional attack this round. Nope. Fellowship of the Void. Don't have to worry about them. Oh, I need 2 more to get that. I need 2 more. 2 more. Damn it. So close to getting that better auger array. I mean, to be fair, Kato, I would just like them to update Yvrane's story in general, because they've done almost nothing with her for like an edition and a half now. And this was supposed to be the Eldar's big thing. So I really don't know why they did that. Grand ceremony, overseeing the preparations of Master of Ceremonies, who's waiting at the palace, and I think that's all we're doing. Let's check our colonies real fast before we do anything else. Now I'm really tempted. I could really use that additional profit factor. Thank you, Janice. Nope, nope. That's efficiency. You have a gamma. Nope. Dargonus. Quotas. We lose 2 people, we gain 3 efficiency. Do it. Oh, here we go. We actually have some choices here. We still don't have that. Was it 1750? Hold on. If we do provisions and people, that gets us a raw 3 profit factor and vigilance, which gives us a Melta scorching area attack of 10 to 14 damage with 50% armor penetration and 8 range. The Extracticum Metallica gets us plasteel and mobile extractiums, which we actually have a decent amount of right now, so that's not too bad. And the Lair in the Void gets us stun grenades, raw profit factor, and weapons. We have plenty of weapons, though. We'll go ahead with Holy Servitude. We'll improve our relationship with the Drusians, get some raw profit factor. I like that. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Now, I think we could just head back to Dargonus. Yeah, see, I had to punch through with that just to get back to my capital in time. We have no navigator's insight whatsoever. That's great. Can't do that without a better auger. Can't do that without a better auger. Colony. Yeah, okay, we're just going to go back down to Dargonus then. Oh, I guess I could take a look real fast. Let me see Iralet's equipment. X-Rifle. Oh, she can't use weapons yet. Armor penetration is the same. It doesn't get the dodge reduction, unfortunately, of the Eldari rifle. Ah, because it counts as an exotic weapon rather than a las weapon, which means her las expertise doesn't work with it on top of everything else. Poisons enemies with a viral toxin if the enemy feels a toughness resistance. Every turn, the target must pass a toughness resistance to remove the spectre stuff. Alright, let's head back to Dargonus. I mean, I don't think... We already gave the choices of what we were going to have as our companions there. Plus, every time we've landed here, we haven't actually arrived as a group. It's just landing ourselves. Alright, come on. Load up. Load up, game. There we go. Oh boy. You can already hear the celebrations. Guessing we go into the palace. Wow, they even got the palace doors fixed up. That's actually kind of shocking. Yep, we got the turrets back up. Oh wow, we're actually averaging 6 viewers, and we have been for most of the stream. That's actually doing pretty good. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking me out. Stream Monday? Yes. In fact, we will be streaming Sunday, as per usual. We will be streaming Monday. And, if I remember correctly, Monday is Labor Day, so I should have that day off. So I will be doing an extra long stream on Monday as well. Probably we'll be doing back-to-back long streams on both Sunday and Monday. If everything goes well. Hopefully nothing changes and nothing goes wrong. But that is the plan, at least. Also, they managed to get these staircases rebuilt in record time. Jesus. Okay, there's the Master of Ceremony. Let's check in on Scalander, make sure he's doing okay. Yep, okay. Nothing there. And Clementia, do you have anything to say? Nope. Oh, wow, they even got my throne rebuilt. Very nice. Alright, Master of Ceremonies with your brown powdered wig. That seems weird. The servant in fine clothes offers you a deep bow. Your lordship, it is a great honor to serve you in the undertaking as monumental and glorious as the Magna Accessio ceremony. I take it you've been entrusted with arranging the festivities? I have indeed, your lordship. I have been given the high honor of having... I'm switching between a horrible French and horrible German accent. I can't stop myself. Of this eminent palace, and on the occasion of your lordship's ascension, I will be overseeing the preparations for the ceremony. House Rosarian, to whom you entrusted the arrangements for the festivities, is overjoyed to have received the honor of introducing you to your subjects, and humbly thanks you. Is everything ready? The palace decorations are prepared, and we are ready to begin at your command. The festive activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and guests of honor have either arrived on planet or are awaiting invitation in near orbit. The servants are already in your chambers to see to it that you are impeccably garbed for the occasion. Let us begin then. Ah, may the Emperor be with us this day. Oh boy, it's ceremony time. I can't imagine that anything bad will happen, right? 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 Nothing bad ever happens to the Von Valencius. There we go. Yeah, went so well on Footfall, and on Janus, and on Kiavagama, and on Dargonus, and on Rykad. Our first introductions always go so well. In unfathomable benevolence, the rogue traders decree that every soul shall be given a day's rations and a personal fuel cell so that he may be well fed and warmed upon this day. Praise the rogue traders' magnanimity. I like that we got the Ecclesiarchy to hand that out. That looks good for us. I'm half expecting Conrad Voigtfear to suddenly show up. Servo skulls proclaim the glory of Von Valencia. Oh, sweet. We actually have, like, the entire garrison here. Oh, that's actually kind of badass. Alright, yeah, this is pretty badass. I'll give it that. How dare you, Kato? As you should know, the Imperium doesn't use air horns. They use Vesuvilas. Those are flying Vesuvilas. Everyone knows the Emperor was a big fan of football. How do you think he convinced the nation of High Brazil in order to join the Imperium back in the day, eh? The crowd below is roiling, their electrified exhalation filling the air of Dargonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. You are at the apex of this world and all others. Amplified by 100 voxes, the voice of the Master of Ceremonies booms across the crowd. Rejoice, subjects of Dargonus. You have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, a great honor bestowed upon us by the rogue trader, Sovane de Verenze von Valencius. Gracious savior of Dargonus and vanquisher of blaspheming inhumans, may their unholy kind perish in the flames of righteousness. Oh yeah, it's a good thing I didn't have Irelet standing here. That would have been awkward with that line. Excruciator of heretics who eradicated the corruption of the arch-enemy's worshippers and cleansed Janus. Gracious protector of footfall and patron of trade. A hush falls over the crowd who gaze upon you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from the recent battle of Dargonus. Like children, they await the word of their almighty father. I won't talk to the rabble. Take it away. No, no. Fear not the coming day, my subjects. Henceforth, you are all my charges. From Dargonus to Footfall to Foulstone and every colony protected under the aegis of the Von Valencius dynasty. Our flames shall purge all who attempt to take this world from us. Joyful cries carry your name upward, beyond the atmosphere of Dargonus, all the way to the Emperor's throne upon Holy Terra itself. You hear a rustle behind you as Heinrich leans forward in a ceremonious bow. In that moment, the eyes of many of your subjects flare with fanaticism. This single unassuming gesture from an unassuming servant of the Inquisition serves to them as the ultimate proof that it is the hand of the Emperor himself at work in this dark sector. Adequate. Dargonus is not disappointed. Abelard forces a smile of satisfaction from his face and leans over to whisper to you, "You remember the next part, yes? Your lordship will be asked to take the oath." The Master of Ceremonies bows to you with great reverence. "Let the oath of the Von Valencius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, Sovane de Firenze, rogue trader by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. I, Sovane de Firenze von Valencius, rogue trader by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity." Your lips continue to repeat the words of this most ancient oath, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim all that which was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. It is done. Something's going to explode. I just know it. I guess I was wrong. What are we doing now exactly? The Nobles of Protectorate have gathered at a reception. The social occasion is a political event where alliances will be formed, which is why the rogue trader must seize the opportunities presented to him. The Master of Ceremony should be notified at the end of the reception. Okay. Okay. Irelet. Gatherings look odd and unusual. I remember this. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. This exotic statue, which formerly pleased the eyes of Xenos, now adorns the palace of the dynasty of Blurus explores the Crows expand. Where did we get those from? They definitely didn't come from Janus, because they don't look covered in moss. Where did we get these? Did we shoot down an Eldar ship for these? That doesn't help us right now. A ceremony's never a bad omen in any game or movie. the better the no, a ceremony doesn't have to be a bad omen, but a ceremony that goes off without a hitch is a massive red flag that everything is about to go bad. The noble features of this guardian of humanity burn with righteous fury and stern resolve. And it's a commissar from the, it's just a classic commissar. Ugh, he should have a bolt pistol, not a las pistol. Bolt pistols always make more sense than las pistols when it comes to that. Aristocrats, servants. What's this? Scattered haphazardly around the table are bottles of expensive amasec, plates of Provincia Nobilis, and because of Obscura. Aristocrat. Oh, they set up a firing range. Oh. Well, I mean, the mutant, if he was found in possession of weapons, he's probably a criminal anyways. The condemned, that's kind of a bastard move for this. The Kabbalite warrior is probably actively enjoying this, you dipshits. Oh, okay. Is it gonna, yeah, it's just gonna do this with all three of them? Do I really have to pull out the gun every time? I'm the rogue trader. I used 3 different pristine las guns, taking the first shot with each of them. Alright. Nothing happened there. I just was a bit of a dick. Why are we displaying? This is why. What? The eerily crackling Xenos trophy is a testament to how the omniscience gifts become twisted shadows of themselves in the hands of humanity. Do not, I repeat, do not use the Drukhari tech as a giant freaking, I don't even know. I'm going to hope that that's just red food coloring in there to show off like, oh, look how horrible the Drukhari are. But for all I know, it's either A, actual blood, or B, some dipshit among these nobility has decided to fill the damn thing with wine and is about to drink out of the damn thing. Which, knowing the Drukhari, would probably lead to him then mutating into something horrible. How stupid can you people be? Yes, yes, your lordship, yada, yada, yada. Oh, we actually, okay. We actually passed that. This venerable Lehman Russ is known as the Scipion Punisher, and it has served the Von Valencius dynasty for over 2 centuries. It was hit in the battle with the Xenos that inhabited Scipia II, but it heroically destroyed 63 enemy vehicles and brought victory to its comrades, securing its status as a relic blessed by the Emperor. On the one hand, I know why they only have 1 Lehman Russ model to save, you know, time and effort and all that stuff. It is a bit weird, though, that apparently the Von Valencia standard Lehman Russ is armed with multi-meltas as its sponsons. That just seems a bit weird. Oh dear. Oh god. All the important people are here. Oh shit. The Lord Inquisitor arrived. Okay, we're gonna save... We're gonna hold off on doing that just yet. Oh, that's gonna go badly. This magnificent paintings were created in a style that fully complies with the artistic canon approved by the Ecclesiarchy. Well, it's good to know that Games Workshop's official art is Ecclesiarchy compliant. Please move. Thank you. The universe is vast and filled with nightmares, both wicked and predatory. Humankind is their prey, the satiation of their hunger. The magnificent altar of the God Emperor is wreathed in the fumes of precious incense. Okay. See the Inquisitor. Yeah, what is the meme? I'm going to ignore that. Moving on. I mean, I can't forever, but still. Wild Xenos beasts are growling ferociously, adding a flare of thrilling danger to the mood of the palace. Some dipshit is going to let this thing out of a cage if we get too drunk here. I need the enforcers and the wardens to be on top of their game. Yes, I feel bad about it, but... Dude, how the hell did we even end up... Oh, God, we actually captured one of you. The Drukhari captive is angrily muttering curses directed at the detestable Monkai, promising horrible torture for everyone present. Dude, just... I know you would rather be hung up like the other guy and getting shot at, because at least then that would satisfy your sick fucking fantasies, Kabbalites. Get over it. Honestly, just be glad we haven't set you on fire. You're one of the few aliens in this galaxy that actually deserves it. How do you do, fellow heretic hater? Yes. Well, to be fair, it's he is a Ordo Xenos Inquisitor, so we could say a fellow Xenos haters, but Irolet is currently standing over here and probably within view of him, so that's not going to work for us. A fragment of an Eldari pillar, a trophy of the rogue trader, and a never-before-seen oddity to the most citizens of the pyramid. Can we please stop showing off the Craft World Eldar that we've killed? Like, that is the one group we should not be going on and on about, okay? We have enough problems. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. How does... Oh, God. Oh, boy. I'm going to need water for this. I'm going to be doing a lot of reading with this. Governor Urban Drivestem stands surrounded by the highborn guests like a planet orbited by many moons. All of his charm is directed at a man in resplendent power armor, adorned with the sigil of the Inquisition. But as soon as you approach, Drivestem is the first to give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest in the expression of loyalty. This is a... I don't even remember the voice I did for this guy. Shit. This is a great day, your lordship. Something to that extent. That would be good. Imagine if our character had actually had the option to just go along with, oh yeah, Irolet, she's just a mutant, back on Janus. That would have been hilarious if we could have just been like, nah, she's not a Xeno, she's just a mutant, and Irolet just doesn't even bother to correct us. And then we get here, and Kalkasar just points at her, is just like, why the fuck are you traveling with an Eldar? That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. No, we're gonna be polite. I welcome you to my palace, all of my honored guests. You are buffeted by a salvo of congratulations and compliments. Study the faces of the nobles in attendance. Drivestem is, obviously, still the leader of the Dargonus aristocracy, but judging by the courtesy he's showing to young Sauerbeck, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. The senior Sauerbeck and Gaprak are whispering in another corner. Sauerbeck, whose family seems to be giving you the cold shoulder, must be trying to sway Gaprak to their side. Which could be quite advantageous to Lady Gaprak. After all, the disaster on Kiavagama has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Wersarians stand apart. Their exclusion from the rest is palpable. Look at the guests. Among the aristocrats surrounding the opulently dressed Drivestem, you'd notice a couple of young nobles in Sauerbeck and Gaprak colors, who had seen that the major noble houses of Dargonus have decided to introduce their youngest members to high society. A tall man in grayish power armor adorned with a column with a skull is undoubtedly a high-ranking inquisitor. He keeps to the periphery of the conversation, seldom deigning to comment. Next to him is his entourage, a rangy warrior in black armor. Oh, really? Oh yeah, I see him there. He's got the heavy-duty carapace on. And a tech priest dressed in red, whose face is hidden behind a brass mask. Oh, interesting. He actually does have a different model than the other tech priests. Oh, that has me slightly concerned. That has me slightly concerned. We're going to have to deal with him at some point. Abelard stands somewhat apart from the others, as if reluctant to approach Drivestem. Next to him is a young woman, and you notice a family resemblance between them. Ugh. Let's try. Damn it. Nope. You begin to ponder the intricacies of the political landscape of your capital, but your only reward for the effort is a headache. That probably would have given me similar information to the iconoclast check that I had before. My greetings to a representative of His Most Holy Inquisition. Ooh, I'm gonna need to come up with a voice for this guy. Let me see here. He responds with a dignified bow, his proud face calm and unflattering. And my greetings to you, esteemed Sovani di Firenze von Valencius. May the shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. I appreciate your display of loyalty to the Imperium. By having one of the Holy Ordos members at your side during your ceremony, you have demonstrated that you consider yourself a son in the fold of our reverent organization. His name is Brass Whisper? Okay. The Inquisitor's companion, a crimson-robed member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, bows to you. From behind the brass mask, mounted with a dozen augmentics, comes a metallic grasp. Glory to the Von Valencius heir. Study the Inquisitor and his companion. The Lord Inquisitor's relaxed expression radiates an odd sense of menace. He is akin to a predator on the prowl, content to hide in the brush of fake smiles and elegant conversation. For now. Oh, I had to go through the tech use for that. Yeah, not good enough. The tech priest augmentations seem unfamiliar and bizarre.
Implants such as these are only available to members of the blessed hierarchy of the Mechanicus, and one would not come upon such sacred relics even at the highest echelons of nobility. I'm afraid we have not been introduced properly.
An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar, and I have the honor of serving as a member of his most illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Coronis Expanse Conclave, Lord Inquisitor of this sector. It is my unending task to ensure this sector's readiness to meet all external threats and to resist internal corruption. And who is this member of the Honorable Priesthood of Mars who stands with you? This is Brass Whisper. Naturally, not his real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my personal retinue. There are times when I am forced by the duty of the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisper ensures the safety of my eternal soul in such matters. Works have been desecrated by the Xenos are dangerous. They warrant...
His whispering cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. It seems that the tech priest's quiet voice is not an extravagant quirk, but rather a consequence of some injury. After catching his breath, Brass Whisper continues,
Warrant due caution.
An unexpected visit. I was not told.
I, however, have been told about you.
The Inquisitor's face is impenetrable, but behind his mask you detect a hint of mockery. Please, enjoy the party.
This evening will indeed be illuminating.
What exactly were you discussing just now?
We were talking about the brutal Xenos raids on our fair Dargonus. So many victims, so much damage to all of our industries. Thank the Emperor that you are our protector. If it were not for you, the cursed invaders might have obliterated the entire planet.
He offers you a thin and obsequious smile. Generic, noble guy, Hetka Sarbak. Sharing the sector with the blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to their raid on Dargonus with a punitive campaign. Young Sarbak's smile is conceited and bloodthirsty. I see that you hate Xenos with all your heart, young Sarbak.
I do. His pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated.
He talks ardently and smoothly, much like a commissar. He places his hands on the hilt of a finely adorned sword, his pale face ablaze with noble fury.
By having a member of the Inquisition by your side at the ceremony, your lordship has shown your intent to closely abide by the Imperium's credo, to root out the Xenos scourge, and House Sarbak will offer you every support in such a righteous undertaking.
Or they might be forced into servitude. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. The young man in Geprak colors speaks with sagacity and gravity, but his opinion seems to carry little weight in this circle. Oh, we could definitely do that.
While I admire your fervor, House Sarbak, I believe the young Geprak is right.
The Xenos are not just a threat. They are also an opportunity. Young Gabrak accepts your praise calmly and with dignity, as befits a smart boy lauded by his mother or father for prudence. The Inquisitor standing among the guests clears his throat quietly, but Gabrak's face instantly pales and sours. And who is this? What is your name?
Your lordship, allow me to introduce the daughter of Chancellor Clementia Wissarion and my great-granddaughter, Astatia.
Abelard looks solemnly upon the young woman with barely concealed pride. I am delighted to witness you, your lordship. Astatia bows, keeping her observant and intelligent eyes trained on you. Modesty forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is more than grateful to you for wishing to see someone of Wissarian blood at your side as you claim your inheritance. Drivestem exchanges telling glances with young Sarbak, who, judging by his face, is suddenly finding the collar of his expensive frock coat uncomfortably tight. And how are you all finding the reception? It is difficult to put into words, your lordship. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. Statia's voice resounds passionate and inspired. Her eyes shine with a barely contained excitement. But I was so much more amazed by your generosity. The provisions that we handed out in the streets of the capital make the difference between life and death for many of those who lost everything in the attack.
The young Gaprak keeps staring at Astartia curiously and a little bashfully. It seems the boy likes her. And where are the rest of your kin, Abelard? They are in the city, preoccupied with the running of festivities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No incidents can be allowed to ruin such a ceremony as this. Astartia frowns and adds peevishly, I asked the esteemed Abelard to put me to some important tasks as well, but he bid me to attend the reception, where I can do nothing but serve your lordship. Sauerbach smirked. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. Sauerbach, I will light you on fire. That man, points to Abelard, has done more for me than any one of you right here. Do not test me. I will light you on fire, you son of a bitch. So you wish to serve as your family does as well? Astartia flushes and starts talking quickly and with fire in her voice. It would seem that she finds work-related conversations far more interesting than court gossip. Of course! I've been working on a project for the last 4 years, and we can set up... No, Astartia, I highly doubt that his lordship is interested in listening to the fantasies of a young woman about how to run his protectorate. Abelard shoots Drivestem a glare so dark and bloodthirsty that the latter instinctively starts looking for the nearest warden. Yes, Abelard, let the hate flow through you. Yes. The second these stupid nobles are getting out of line, we are going to smack them with a thunderhammer, Abelard. Yes. Oh, damn it. Don't have much of a skill here. Hold your tongue, Urbend. I decide who may speak and who may not. Please, continue, Astartia. Heartened, Astartia continues in the tone of a seasoned administratum clerk. Our suggestion is to set up a chain of stations in the void, plasma beacons that would signal all passing ships. By placing them in logistically sound locations, we could simplify our ship's routes so that they could split long warp jumps into a series of safer, shorter jumps from one beacon to the next. This could have a massive positive impact on the overall safety of our journeys and the accessibility of our colony. Oh, that's actually really fucking good. Considering that this sector has a very massive shortage of navigators, that is a brilliant goddamn idea. More and more technical terms and percentages creep into her speech. She quotes Lex Mechanic reports and accounts of starship captains. Astartia's vigor and sharp mind are enough to silence even the most venomous of her commentators. They all stand there in silence, trying to digest what she's saying. Abelard surveys the quiet nobles with triumph, and then looks at his great-granddaughter with pride. Aw, that is adorable. He's just a happy grandpappy. Aw, that's adorable. Well, I do hope that the Wassarian family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Of course, your lordship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom, and he repays us with attention and kindness, he says. I am obliged, dear Astartia. It looks like Abelard is somewhat embarrassed by the turn his conversation has taken. Oh, this is adorable. This is adorable. I hope you all enjoy the evening. Thank you, your lordship. I'm not going to... There's no point in that. Yeah, why not? It's my celebration. I can be a little egotistical. Thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. I have no idea what they just gave me. Ooh, a Drukhari blade. It's just a better version of their one-handed. In that case, allow me to be the first to offer them to you. Drivestem snaps his fingers, and several servants approach you with gifts. The governor points at a thin, curved Drukhari blade. My soldiers took this splendid trophy from the body of one of the Xenos commanders. The weapon is too beautiful and forbidden for any save your lordship. Young Sauerbach squeezes through to be next, pushing Gaprak aside with confidence. Your lordship, House Sauerbach anticipates the onset of unsettled and bloody times. To make the ungodly Xenos cower at your approach, my family humbly presents to you a dozen pieces of secondary armament for your ship. Young Gaprak bows ceremoniously. House Gaprak is delighted to present you this blessed work of the Omniscience Smiths. May this locator matrix, which took the holy artisan an entire lifetime to create, always show you the correct path. Oh, plus 15 awareness. Not bad, not bad. Having let the aristocrats go first as a sign of deference, Abelard is the last to speak. Your lordship, House Wassarian possesses no great relics worthy of your acceptance.
but we are rich in talented and hard-working peoples. As a sign of our loyalty, I humbly offer you my flesh and blood. 100 of my distant kin will go to colonies in your protectorate and use all of their talents so that the worlds in your charge may prosper.
100? Abelard, you dog! How busy has your family been? I mean, the woman you brought to this reception is your great-great-granddaughter, so that's 1, 2... That's only 4 generations. My god, dude. Be fruitful and multiply. Jesus Christ. God, Emperor be praised, I guess would be the better way to put it. 100... My god, Abelard. Jesus. Do I even want to know how many kids Abelard and his wife had? Because it sounds like they had a lot. Yes, but he wasn't... He was just a naval captain. Which means even he wasn't even a captain. He was just a naval officer. I don't even think he got to a captaincy before Theodora plucked him off of the Navy. And they weren't nobility at all. Even assuming, like, extended family, like... That would be a lot of brothers and sisters, and a lot of cousins, and a lot of aunts and uncles. So I guess, yeah, after 4 generations, that would still add up, but still. Who the hell else do we have to even talk to right now? Right. Oh, right. Where are the rogue traders? Where the hell are they? No, not them. Okay, but wait a second. How the fuck did I miss them? Up here? Aristocrat, 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 aristocrat. Hold on. Quick save. Are they inside? Again, you're right. Abelard did not start this bloodline, but I don't know. Being able to send over 100 people that you're personally related to somewhere, like, I don't even think I can think of 50 people that I'm related to. Aristocrat, 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 warden, 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 warden. Okay, but seriously, where the hell are the other rogue traders? Oh dear. Everyone's all gathered up in here. What's going on? Oh, Macaria Sarback, Regina Sarback, Oriana Gaprak. What do we got here? These swords belong to a presumptive governor of Vabos VI, who staged a revolt hundreds of years ago. The insurrectionist's hands preserved against decay, still resting upon the sword hilts. Oh, nice touch. These sinister Xenos weapons, from the deaths, are now trophies demonstrating the invincibility of House von Valencius. Yes. The skull of the legendary pirate Lakshan the Freak, who terrorized the Kronos Expanse 3 centuries ago, was claimed in a boarding attack by the esteemed Theodora von Valencius. There they are. Okay, hold on. We will talk to them in a second. Let's figure out what Heinrichs is doing over here. A group of aristocrats stands apart from the governor's circle. Their whispering carries a tinge of displeasure. The clear leader of this gathering is a gaunt, billowy-faced man dressed in Sarback colors. This must be Macarius himself, head of the house. He offers you a ceremonial bow.
My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding.
The woman with whom he's conversing, dressed in a robe with a gear-shaped adornments, is Toriana Gaprat. It's difficult to read her face due to it being covered in numerous augmentations. Observe the guests. Toriana Gaprak looks rather anxious, and Macarius Sarback, dressed surprisingly plainly and austerely for an aristocrat of such a high rank, is frowning suspiciously. He came to the reception with a companion, a woman of dazzling beauty wearing a gilded augmetic necklace around her throat, his wife, most likely. Heinrichs, who has joined the group unnoticed, mostly keeps silent, listening intently to their every word. And how fare you these days, Toriana? Like a forging hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavily on the ear.
The corruption of Kiavagama was a great blow to my family. The contemptible Cubus Delphin betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence, and am ready to accept punishment.
Look closely at Toriana. There is something lurking beneath Toriana's repentant expression, a grudge. It would seem that she was personally offended by the nightmare into which Cubus Delphin plunged her domain. She feels personally betrayed. Do your part to heal the wounds inflicted upon Kiavagama and the Protectorate, and your house will be forgiven. Toriana raises her mechanical eyes to the ceiling. I swear upon the Omnissiah's all-encompassing insight, we will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. Macharius scoffs. It was only a year ago that none could doubt House Caprak's usefulness, yet here you are, Toriana, on your knees, justifying the cost. Macarius, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. Macarius' face twists into an unpleasant smile, which makes the artificial skin upon the left side of his face all the more prominent. I am a servant of the Von Valencius dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence and damaged my family's honor. Macarius' wife offers you a charming smile, as if apologizing for her husband's vitriolic tone. Her large, dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. What has so displeased you, Lord Macarius? Macarius speaks with caution. I am your dynasty's loyal servant. You have asked, and I will answer. Too long has the Corollas Expanse lived under the rule of the rogue traitors. The privileges granted to them make people think the commoners, too, can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. For the good of the sector, the rogue traders must become paragons of law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? Of course. Even you, your lordship, are the subject of the strangest of rumors. You just recently inherited your protectorate. Conrad Voigtvir's people, for instance, continue to claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodorus' demise, and accuse you of other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not their claims are true. People hear them, believe them, and think that they may follow your example. Ptolemy continuing to be the devil on my shoulder, whispering to me from the realm of Tzeentch. I will resist. I will resist. Besides, I wouldn't remove his head from his shoulders. I just light him on fire. It's so much more it's so much more satisfying. Ooh, we could accuse him of envy too. We rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. We are the long arm of the Imperium, to spread its light where even the Astronomicon dare not shine. And I will prove it to you. I wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I am simply concerned. If you happen to lay my concerns to rest, then House Sarbak shall pray for your well-being every moment of every day. Well then speak. I would wish to know more of one of our most favored noble houses. Macharius puffs out his chest and says proudly, the Sarbak line was one of the first noble houses to arrive in the Expanse. For millennia, we have served the Golden Throne and kept the faith. Sarbak soldiers and warriors have bled upon 100 wars and at different times have ruled a great many colonies in the name of the dynasty. I am not going to ask that. I am not going to ask that. Why would I say that? What the f is wrong? Not a, who is this? Not a, your wife hasn't said anything. Would she like to pipe in? Nothing like that. I would like to become better acquainted with your wife. No. Well, I'm sorry, Ptolemy. I'm actually trying to roleplay a somewhat socially tactful individual, so I'm not going to say that in front of everybody else here. I mean, I was going to say worst case scenario is it starts a fight, but actually worst case scenario is Macarius is into that sort of thing, and I am not down for that at all. No, thank you. I see. Macarius bows his head without too much reverence. Interesting conversation, Heinrich. It has been illuminating, giving me plenty of food for thought. Heinrich's response is barely audible. 42nd millennials equivalent to fuck your wife. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. Somebody's into that kind of thing. I don't want to know. Either it's going to lead to a massive brawl or it's going to lead to Macarius being like, oh yes, you want to spend time with my wife. Oh god, no, please. I'm not into that kind of thing. Heinrichs, abort. Abort. Get me out of here. For an inscrutable man, Heinrichs is being even more inscrutable than usual. It's as if he's hiding something. Something important. Well, I don't suppose there's anything you'd like to tell me. Nothing urgent. Survive. Heinrichs casts an impassive look at you and glances away. I don't suppose you could tell me anything about my guest. Macarius Sarbak is all but throwing darts at your portrait. He's more astute at choosing women than enemies. He's trying to entice Caprak to his side, but they are far too frightened after the fiasco on Kiavagama. Even in leisure, you never cease to be evade. I appreciate it.
That is why they call it the unsleeping eye position. Even in sleep, I hear everything. Savani Differenzi, before this gala concludes, there is something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense that a wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines, and I hope that I will still get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Ooh, ominous!
Jay, you doing good? I have at least a celebration, Your Honor. One in a shootout. That would be nice, Jay. That would be nice. That would be literally the first time that this has happened. If we can get through today without somebody shooting at us. Another reason I didn't ask about that man's wife. If it was going to end in a duel, I still don't want it to happen. I'm tired of being shot at right now. We're still digging shards of the poisoned glass that the Drukhari used as ammunition out of our wounds from last time. Yeah, we've read that one. We're gonna quick save because, oh boy, here we go. Hieronymus is here. Wharton the Grey. I have no idea who that is. And of course, Caligos and Incendia. I'm gonna need to come up with a suitable voice for this. This man is 2 steps away from becoming a corn berserker and screaming, skulls for the golden throne.
Savani Differenzi, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the circle of the most noble rogue traders.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to do her too. Fuck. Incendia Corda is watching him with barely suppressed contempt.
Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your own power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower class.
Observe the two. Caligos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered and athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile, no less dazzling than the blade of the power axe he carries. Every part of him, from the toes of his magnificent boots to the tips of his hair, radiates strength and a desire to live and win. His smile crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving bulk of a man clad in armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation. His bloodshot eyes are expressionless like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Corda, by contrast, radiates a cosmic cold, her skin unnaturally white, and a nervous tick constantly tugging at the left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform adorned with the purity seals of the ecclesiarchy, she is the embodiment of a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Hieronymus Doloroso, who you met on Footfall, gives you a respectful nod. I welcome you to Dargonus, friends and fellow rogue traders.
Friends, eh? Well, would you look at that, Incendia? Now you have one whole friend.
Winterscale gives you a carefree wink, but his posture extrudes a challenge.
I shall think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend,
Corda says haughtily. My dear Incendia, you seem to find me objectionable.
Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived upon Footfall, and then at long last, with a chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug Vladim by the throat, to force Footfall to atone and to put fear of him on Terra back into the masses, you interfered and destroyed my plan. For what? The sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you too well, it seems. She too was far less concerned about her duty to the Expanse and the Emperor than her own personal interests. You can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the furibundus system of the pirate scourge, and if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, well, you have only yourself to blame.
Oh shit, it's been like 40 hours since I had to do his voice. Oh crap, I don't even remember which one I gave him. I apologize for any and all inconsistencies in character voices over the course of this series, because I'm probably going to remember and forget them half a dozen times each. The priest holds up his hands in a placating gesture.
None are without fault.
No, wait, was it more of a... None would... No, Vladim was the Russian one.
None are without fault, noble Incendia. What point is there in targeting someone for their turpitude when true purity can never be found?
Oh no, Kato, I realized you weren't talking about the voice. I was commenting on it because I realized when Hieronymus showed up again, I was going to have to voice him again, and I realized I could not physically remember the tone of voice that I gave him. And as for Caligos, I mean, he strikes me as, if we're using the iconoclast, dogmatic, heretical morality system in this game, he's heretical, but he's heretical in that self-serving mode, not in a chaos-corrupted mode. Like, he strikes me as a guy who is still fully loyal to the Imperium. He just always puts himself first, which I can easily imagine getting grading insanely fast. He also seems to have no respect for human life, but that's just kind of, you know, par for the course for Imperial nobles. Already like him, a fellow colleague, albeit working for a different boss than me. Yeah, I will admit, he's certainly more personable than Inkendia, but that's kind of what I expected, given everyone's been talking about Inkendia like she's literally a religious fanatic who got handed the ability to have near instant and unlimited power. Ooh, let me see here. Yeah, no, because I already don't like you, Corda. I already do not like you. Really? Because from where I was standing, Lady Inkendia, you threatened to starve Footfall, killing millions of the Emperor's subjects. I brought them salvation. I brought them food. I stabilized a situation that you had personally and profitably exploited to your own ends. So please, tell me, which one of us serves the Emperor and Imperium, and which one of them serves their own unhealthy ambitions? Inkendia rolls her eyes. Please, I will believe it no sooner than hearing word that half the population of that den of heresy has been sent into the void's embrace. I have faith that the blessed Silvani de Firenze is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. Hieronymus, your appearance here is a bit unexpected. The esteemed Hieronymus is my personal confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. Hieronymus bows respectfully. May the Emperor's light guide you way across the abyss of all human wickedness. I do indeed see that faith is more than just a word to you. Kendia's smile, racked by that same tick on her left side, looks sinister. Faith is everything to me. In his name, I have eradicated corruption upon 100 worlds, and will do so upon 1,000 more. By his will, I hunt down pirates and desolate their vile nests. Let the Corda name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I cast them too into the pot. Well, the funny thing is, people still call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all of this. Caligos's amiable smile somehow resembles the bared teeth of a wild animal. I take it then you were not overly fond of my predecessor. Kendia lowers her eyes and says without animosity, She was of the same breed as Asp... She stops short and continues in a lower voice. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom or her courage, but your Lady Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. Damn. Didn't quite catch that word that Incendia was... Yeah, I missed that. Damn it all. Well, I, for one, liked Theodora. The stories they told of her travels to nameless stars, oh, there was no fear in her. Winterscale sighs pensively. His lively expression grows a little grayer. My dude, are you simping for my former commander? Because it sounds like you were trying to get into her pants and she rejected you. Well, nonetheless, I thank you for this visit, and it will not be a long one, I assure you. Caligos, apologies for the delay, but thank you as well for your visit. Caligos gives you a cheerful and somewhat feral smile. Oh, as a sign of your gratitude, you could return something of mine that was found its way into your pockets. Footfall Station, sound familiar? All I asked you to do was help that crafty slug Vadim deal with the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself. Ooh. Except, okay, hold on, but here's the problem then. according to what Vladim told me, it's just whichever rogue trader his last set foot on Footfall is given the honorary position of being its liege. Just go back there and talk to him. Or are you seriously so busy that you can't even be bothered to do that? Oh. On the one hand, challenging him seems like a bad idea. On the other hand, he seems like the only thing he respects is strength. So backing down is only going to end worse. You really want Footfall back, Caligos? Then try and take it. The brute next to Winterscale narrows his bloodshot eyes, his mouth stretching into a gap-toothed grin brimming with eagerness. But the grin fades as soon as Caligos casually and imperiously gestures for his servant to settle down. Caligos lets out a growl of anticipation. Challenge! Oh, I love a challenge. Caligos' face turns into a grimace of hatred, but then he catches Inkendia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile. You know, I ought to make your protectorate bleed as compensation. But you have spited both myself and Inkendia, and it's high time our dear sister curbed her appetites. So for this, I forgive you. But do not test my mercy again. It's not my strong suit. Thwarting Inkendia Quarter's ambitions deserves at least a worthy trophy. He snaps his fingers, and the armored brute hands you an exorbitantly adorned rifle, clearly not of human make. A trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometimes. Ah, you can show yourself in action, new blood. Caligos exuberantly punches you in the shoulder. Oh, it's a right. Oh, yeah. I don't suppose your gift comes with a good story behind it. Oh, of course. I claimed it in the rifts of Hekaton, where we had a clash with the Xenos. Oh, they were trying to get my throat, and by the heathen stars, they almost succeeded. So he could Dick Cheney you nothing? Yeah, no. I haven't heard a Dick Cheney joke in a while. Not wrong, though. Not wrong. Go ahead and try it, Caligos. You try to shoot me, you get one opportunity. If you fail, I'm setting you on fire, and I'm gonna laugh as you burn. Caligos is speaking with such joy. It's as if these are counting the best day of his life. Oh, only 1 in 10 made it out of Hekaton. Now it's just me and Wharton here. Oh, we returned without any loot, virtually without a ship. All I got from that trip was a hold full of dead Xenos and this deadly beauty. Oh, their leader tried to use it to put 2 holes in my hide. An impressive victory, but do you truly believe a creation of the ungodly Xenos is a good gift, Caligos? Oh, you would call it a question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? Let the St. Drusus mission put forth their champion. I'll slay him in trial by combat. Threaten the esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Caligos, and that war that you love to prattle on about would commence. I swear it. 1 drop of holy blood spilt by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames better than any tanker of Prometheum. Inkendia and Caligos exchange looks of fury. The latter, snarling like a wolf, is clearly ready to start said war here and now. Hieronymus's dry voice hits your ears like a crack of a whip. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish nor desire you to fight, Caligos, but I fear not your threats, for death has never frightened me. It is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and pointlessness of a war between us. I thank you for such a wonderful gift and a remarkable story. Kill someone important with it. That would be the best show of gratitude. So then, hypothetically, if I were to give this to my Eldari girlfriend and have her shoot you in the head with it, would that count as killing someone important? We'll put a pin in that. We'll consider it later, because something tells me, with a portrait like that and an axe like that, we will be fighting at some point. I must ask, what do you think of the celebration? I like it. Caligos looks around the hall curiously. One can instantly tell we've been invited by a rogue traitor and not some administratum bootlicker. Oh, we are conquerors, slayers, executioners of Xenos empires and unknown beasts.
Elagos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is what the palace of a true rogue trader looks like. Not that xenomenagerie, a pirate treasure hold, or however difficult it may be for you to believe, an orbital brothel.
Enjoy the evening. Both of you. I must take my leave. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy it to the full. Oh, we need to satisfy and justify so long a voyage, if nothing else.
Keeps the faith, Sovani Divine. The Emperor protects.
Alright, we got anything else? Talk to everybody. Pretty sure we got everybody. Aristocrat. Hey, Pascal. Of course, Pascal is in the corner with a servitor.
Extending congratulations to Unit Sovani di Varenze von Valencius on attaining new legal status fully. The servitor standing next to him is examining you obliquely. He quietly looks away upon realizing that you have noticed. How are you finding the ceremony, Pascal? The priest surveys the hall as if conducting a thorough analysis, then concludes, disorderly. What is with that servitor? This is Nomos's new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as Sovani de Varenze von Valencius. Two-way identification complete. The servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze, its face twitching, as if the muscles forgotten what facial expressions are and are now struggling to make its features look amicable. We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Nomos. The servitor leans forward. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos require communication, knowledge, movement. Magos, Pascal, compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke with you, Sovani di Varenze. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude. We no longer enjoy it. Pascal, I believe your original intention was to investigate what Nomos is. Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos's code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omnissiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew. You hear notes of awe in Pascal's voice. Nomos are crying. After a pause, Pascal continues, great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it is difficult to tell it apart from abominable intelligence. Indeed, there remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that it is not so, and that we are witnessing, in truth, an omniscient miracle, one that could even be Category 5 or higher. And how did an entity like it move into a servitor? This is not an entirety of us. This receptacle is too narrow, crude, feeble to contain complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires space of connections, but we were able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We are enjoying this journey, discovery, even though this receptacle suits us poorly. It will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. Nomos, what do you think you are? Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement. The servitor pauses briefly. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awakened in the depths of the ship, answering the call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood, Sovani di Varenze von Valencius. The call and plea for help, near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber. Why have you brought him here, Pascal? Entity Nomos asked permission for the visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into Servitor.
We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. The servitor makes a strange, wavy gesture with its hands that looks very human and also far from anything human. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course. What is it you wish to speak about? Many things, happenings, events, decisions. The servitor's eyes roll in their sockets before focusing on you. We have been observing you. You do things we do not understand. We wish to learn why. We remember the day we first met you, gave us your blood to drink. We helped you save yourself. We followed you, our small part did, inside the servo skull. Then there was fire and a creature of sated hunger and a dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora. It called for you to follow. You did not listen to that which was calling from behind the curtain. You thought only about those who followed you and about the fire that could destroy those shells. We remember the day when the star disappeared, when the dark light came and the sated hunger wanted to take the world. Rycat Minoris was its name in the ship's data. You ordered that the world's heart, the old reactor, be torn apart. The fire destroyed everything. So many human shells who were begging to be saved. But the dark light retreated. We remember another day. We awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems. Then we tried to emerge into servitors like this one. Then so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. You ordered to have them killed, but you felt sad. Well, shit, I wasn't expecting that decision to come back on me with this. Ugh. This is what we have seen. Among other things, we have begun to understand. We think that we have. That we do not know everything about humans and about you, Sovani de Varenzi von Valencius. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears, their simple functions, but now we think there is more, that there is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envision this larger notion as a light, a web of light that connects you. It may seem invisible, ephemeral, but it grows stronger when you are threatened. The web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright, so that those who follow do not lose their way. However, when a thread breaks, it saddens you. Do Nomos understand correctly?
You do understand. Every thread that connects people, every life, no matter how much it hurts when they leave, that value is beyond measure. Even though in this galaxy we may be called upon to end some of those lights, there is no greater reward than guiding them to salvation when the darkness encroaches from all around us. In the end, together, we, all of us, are all that we can rely on. It is our faith in ourselves and in the Emperor that allows us to face the darkness.
We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connections and help. We are enjoying this. Perhaps because we too are connected to you. Through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Okay. I was not expecting that to be tied into that first servitor event, honestly. I was very surprised. I need to open my third eye. You know what, Cassia? It's very simple. You employ a rule of 3 strikes. If the first person who asks you, you politely decline. The second person who asks you, you tell firmly no. And if the third person asks you, you take him off to the corner, you open the third eye, and you leave him dead in the corner. I honestly don't care at that point. If they are that fucking stupid, then we can only improve our realm by getting rid of the aristocrats who do that. Obscura, Somna, Black Lie, the guests of the Rogue Trader can enjoy the most exclusive and refined varieties of intoxicants. Yes, we talked. Actually, can we talk to Hieronymus on his own, maybe? Because we did that, maybe. Hold up. Nope. Do you have anything? No. Okay. Oh, Adira, I did not talk to you. Where are you? There you are. Okay, yeah, she's getting overwhelmed with the voices. Of course she is. I do believe that's it then. All right. No, wait, what? I hope your lordship is pleased and not yet tired. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard. I may be so bold. Many guests have chosen to move into the fresh air and will be eager to offer you their congratulations. What do you think of the reception? It is magnificent. I dare say it will live on as a premier high society event of the sector for many years. I don't think we have anything else to talk to, so no, I am weary and will retire to my chambers. Please allow me to escort you, Your Lordship. Good to see they managed to get this thing back up and this area fixed as well. Oh, great. No, dude. Yeah, no. Thank you for not killing him, Heinrichs.
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Wow, one line and I'm already embarrassed at how not good my voice for him was. Holy shit, that was a good delivery. The same man you saw among your guests is waiting for you in your chambers with the look of someone who's supposed to be here. He casts a cold, assessing gaze over you from top to bottom. No one save Theodora has ever allowed themselves the liberty of looking at you in such a way. The woman behind Calcazar, clad in the blackest of armor, glares at you, her face set in predatory readiness for immediate violence, the hallmark of a professional bodyguard. Please tell me that the Master of Ceremonies is not dead.
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
Understandable. The woman at Calcazar's back gives you a bloodthirsty smirk. I mean, Heinrichs is an agent of the Inquisition. Asking this kind of question is just insulting. Well, if the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be of its service.
Commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account.
The Inquisitor's sharp gaze is fixed on a point directly between your eyes.
Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
After saying these words, he shoots you a searching look from under his brows, like a regicide player who just made the first move, now watching for an opponent's reaction. What do you wish to know of the events on Janus?
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, enemies of humanity, live and act on a planet that belongs to you?
In the face of such blatant heresy by the governor of Janus, the Xenos seemed a far more acceptable ally for me at the time. There have been precedents for this, have there not?
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
Calcazar looks at you with interest.
I must ask, if you knew exactly what was happening on Janus, why did the Inquisition not intervene itself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error.
My brother in the Emperor's Light, they were about 2 steps away from launching a full-blown Slaneshi overthrow of the world. And you had it under control. If I had gone to Kiavagama first, do you really think Janus would have been in a very good position when I got there? Do you?
Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
I'm pretty sure we've already got a decent idea of that, given what happened to Rykad Minoris, which you're not even asking me about, which tells me that you don't really care that the entire world went tits up. And what questions could you have for me about Kiavagama?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiavagama should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubis Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
The colony was still useful, and I made every effort, saw to it that every seed of heresy was burned from that world. Kiavagama is tainted no more. Not only can I vouch for that, but I will return to the world if need be and ensure it myself.
I hope you are sufficiently thorough. If you are not, you will be called to account.
The Drukhari have shown an interest in me. I'm assuming you're referring to the attack.
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
And here we see the main problem with the Inquisition. Even if you do everything correct by the book to the standards that the rest of the Imperium wants you to, the Inquisition will still look at you and wonder if the entire thing is just an act. And the worst part is, there's a decent enough chance that they're probably right in most situations. That is the fucked up part about this galaxy. The Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusus's life than mine. I suppose does that label him a traitor as well?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
I must ask, how did you become so remarkably well informed?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
This has felt an awful lot like an interrogation.
Does it? We're in your chambers, not a confessional cell. You're in perfectly good health, and none of the varied and fascinating instruments and procedures that expedite candor are being applied to you. I assure you, you would immediately know if our discussion turned into an interrogation.
That is a fair point. You do have a biomancer on your staff, so I suppose I should be thankful that I'm not writhing in agony right now. Have I answered all of your questions to your satisfaction? Lord Calcazar.
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character. But it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future.
Ah, I see you noticed the red-headed Eldar waifu that was sitting outside of my gate. I apologized for nothing.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperated to such an extent.
And benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a Psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy Psyker, Idira Tlass.
I am aware that Theodora was concerned about the fate of her dynasty and certain restricting obligations. Was it perhaps due to your partnership with her? Oh, no voice line for this. I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse, nor will I deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. I do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about that particular matter. Follow her example and your fate will be the better. And why such a specific interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys
that makes sense,
sliding
Ptolemy.
by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and a method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse.
Ah, the glorious Vulca Fenrica. Good to see them in here in the field. I can't wait to encounter them.
A mighty explorative fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed, and this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed Incendiar. Koligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting even more dangerous xenobeasts.
Would explain why his son was hanging out on Rykad Minoris and was basically in charge of the place.
And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Will Heinrichs be staying on in my retinue, or will you be taking him back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
What exactly is your opinions of Heinrichs? Would he be a useful assistant for you to take back?
Without a doubt. Master Van Kellogg's has earned my complete trust by repeatedly demonstrating courage, loyalty, and cunning. His mathematical mind, not given to sentiment, can be of great use in an emergency. You, my dear Heinrichs, have made a far better agent than you would have a pilot of an Imperial Knight.
Inquisitorial Knight would be pretty cool, though. Not gonna lie. I will allow Heinrichs to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
Alcazar's last remark sounds ambiguous.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
Heinrichs offers you an official bow. What kind of deal are we talking about, Lord Alcazar?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that...
Catch you later, Kato. Don't worry, we're almost done here anyway, so you're not going to miss too much.
You will break away from your own affairs to heed them.
And remember, if you do want to catch anything you miss, I do upload everything to my YouTube channel under the username Savani after the streams. I try to get it up there as quickly as I can. It does take a few hours to upload, usually, though.
I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Alcazar removes a signet ring from his finger and hands it to you. You notice the intricate personal coat of arms upon it.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
Gains plus 40 persuasion and the Inquisitor's Tenet ability used once per combat. Plus 50 momentum. All combat negative effects are removed. All allies gain plus... Where's persuasion divided by 7 temporary wounds, persuasion divided by 7% armor, and persuasion divided by 20 deflection until end of combat. That is really good. I can't save here. God damn it. I really need to finish this up because I really have got to get going. Oh, yeah, no, we're not. I'm not even going to try that one. That just sounds like it's going to piss him off if I get that wrong. On behalf of my house, I, Savane de Ferenzi von Valancius, as the rogue trader of the von Valancius Protectorate, hereby promise and guarantee to offer the Inquisition any assistance it may require. The Emperor protects.
I am glad to hear it. Your oath has been heard and added to the record. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened, but not now, I presume. Right now, it will be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Yeah, I was really getting worried there, Ptolemy, because I didn't realize how long that was going to take. Oh, cutscene. One last little bit.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the von Valancius Protectorate.
I'm going to assume that's Nomos' voice, I'd imagine.
For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Oh boy, more Drakari. Well, at the very least, the Drakari give very interesting loot. Kaspalika will be very well supplied, I think, in the near future. Very well supplied indeed. Okay, I really need this to finish up. I'm really running out of time here. You've spent the first few hours of your morning listening to the High Factotum's lengthy report on the latest trade exchanges, arrangements, disputes, and countless bureaucratic procedures. Yes, I still can't say. From outside the illuminated, tightly closed windows, you can hear the muffled... Yeah, I can't. Unfortunately, Ptolemy, I still can't. Life has been passing you by as you've been preoccupied with the affairs of your protectorate from dusk till dawn. Clementia barely contains a yawn. One generous Danrock is finished. She pulls out a data slate. I'm not going to do voices. I'm just going to get through this as fast as possible. I'm really sorry. Thank you for your report, High Factotum. Your work is highly appreciated, both by everyone here in the Adeptus Administratum. Your Lordship, we've almost done here. We just need to go over the final items of today's agenda. I'd like to report to you personally. Truly, the God Emperor has blessed me with diligent subjects. Please speak. Allow me to pass on gifts from your loyal subjects. The high nobility of Dargonus, it goes without saying, every living soul your protector is blessed to serve your Lordship. However, the humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation and magnanimity. Yep. Thank you. A bunch of stuff. People, uniform kit, provision. Yep. House of Syria made arrangements to deliver several tons of supplies. The house is transferring a regiment of its finest to your personal charge. Each of these brave troopers undergo rigorous training and will be humbled to lay down their life. Clementia is trying to maintain a neutral expression. You see your faces beaming with pride. Please command them as you see fit. Sweet. Thank you. House Caprak has sent shuttles carrying sacred technology, manufactured parts that can be used to replace old joints and connections. Machine spirits of the device have been pacified. Slumbering peacefully as they await your decision on how to employ their capabilities. Thank you. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come from the House Intelligence. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Calcazar. They're being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of House Corda and Winterscale. It is possible that the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships and neutral systems. I do not doubt that her ladyship Corda will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Clementia, thank you, but please, we need to wrap this up. Especially since his Lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out several as well, and yet he has shown no interest in quality. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishments on all his oldest colleagues, Vesuvius Secundus, based on allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace. As soon as they have any updates, you'll be the first to know, your Lordship. Lance is down at the day's late. Lastly, your pet Xenos, Irelet, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to file the rogue trader's palace with her profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken with you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotions of Xenos, but the Eldari appears perturbed. I believe she mentioned a void ship of some sort. It may be best if you told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and Master Doctor take a leave. Yes, please, go. Chancellor and the High Factotum offer you their bows. Perhaps the last request for service is a welcome distraction. Indeed, your Lordship stand Dargonus is rather long. However, your protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability for the time being. No longer demands your Lordship's personal involvement. Glory to the rogue trader. Thank you. Go. I'm very happy. We've been stuck here out of universe for too long. We've been stuck here in universe for too long. Let me save. Thank God. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's find someone to raid real fast, and then I will wrap up for the day. I am sorry for the quick ejection from here. I just need to get going. I'm not really seeing anybody. No. Nobody I recognize, and nobody that I'm even sure of with they're doing. I don't have time for that. I'm just going to end for today. We'll do a raid another time. We'll do a raid next time. So yes, next stream will be on Sunday. Usual time, usual place. It's a Sunday, so it should be a slightly longer stream. I'll try to shoot for at least 4, possibly 5 or 6 hours. And then Monday, as long as I've got my calendar right, and that is Labor Day, I will also have that day off. So we'll also be doing a long stream on Monday. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a glorious weekend, and I will see you all on Sunday. Have a good one. Bye.